Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
Burger King presents 4 bright, colorful Star Wars glasses.
Hey, it's Luke Skywalker.
And the princess.
Gee, wow! Get your kids a different Star Wars glass each week. Buy a regular serving of Coke for 59 cents plus tax. Get Chewbacca. Get Darth Vader. R2-D2 and C-3PO.
What mission? What are you talking about?
We can get all 4.
Star Wars glasses at Burger King until February 2nd.
Parecia? 1, 2, 3.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Eat whatever the fuck you want. Soon you will be dead. So what difference is it making? Stop listening to what people say about you. Stop chasing the perfect summer body. Whether you are fat or thin, haters will hate. And soon your haters will also die. Hopefully in the most horrific manner.
It was confiscated?
Yes, it was.
But you, here's one from BF in the chat. We won't get cunt again.
Exactly. Meet the new cunt. Same as the old cunt.
Here are some other phrases you'll want to know if you want to be sure to sound hip in the 90s.
Yo, a greeting.
Yo, Curb, what's up?
Clutch the pearls, said in amazement or disbelief.
Well, you know he's married. Clutch the pearls.
Bucked. In the 80s, it was just wasted.
I don't know how many I had, but boy, did I get bucked. I sure felt it the next morning. That was really the worst thing I'd ever done.
I hope you didn't drive home.
No way.
MacGyver, as in the TV show where the impossible is often accomplished.
I can't believe you got off that speeding ticket. What a MacGyver.
Norville, to secretly undermine.
What? I can't believe you saw your job. You've really been Norville.
Black & Decker, or a real tough assignment. You get the analogy, right?
This job is a real grind. It's just a Black & Decker.
Some phrases may be around forever.
Well, look, I gotta run. Peace.
Bye, Tom.
Saturday nights, distant lights, you, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Saturday.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Well, hello, everyone. I am BF. We are live, and this is The Vibe. Welcome to The Vibe on BF Live. How's everybody doing today? It's Friday, y'all. That is right. It is the Friday before Xmas or Christmas. What's everybody doing? What's good in the stream show hood? Come on in, everybody. If you're joining us from over the Levy-verse, I know they probably went a little long, but thank you for my friend Bob Levy, who always kind of keeps it tight because everybody can come over here and join me for some BF Live, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Boy, what a show was going on over there today, man. I have a hard time tearing myself away from that because I'm such a fan of Bob and everything that's going on. So, yeah, what? Let's see. Joey was adulting, talking about his dick not working, right? And Bob and them were talking about that. What a cluster it was. At one point, literally everyone on the screen was talking, including the GPS in Joey C's car. It was like you could hear Mrs. C, Joey C, the GPS, OJ, Uncle Jack, Bob. It sounded like a cluster, but it's all fun. It's all in great fun. 5 days before the actual day of Christmas, folks. What are you doing? What are you getting into? It is Friday. I know a lot of you that are out in the working world doing the grind Monday through Friday are probably excited because today is like that last day before maybe you get a long weekend, before we make our way into maybe an extended holiday week because Christmas Eve and Christmas is coming up, folks. But what are you doing for the next 3 hours? I hope you want to hang out with me, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I saw people over there explaining to in the Levy-verse, like my friend Testicle Tiger, who can't stand Joey C apparently, and explaining that BF Live is a vibe. That's right, folks. You know, yes, I heard OJ's comment. What's up, OJ? How you doing, buddy? You know, there's room for everybody, buddy. Some people like filters that don't read every chat, and some people like a vibe from me, motherfucker that reads every chat, because this is the vibe. It's me. It's the people. It's Friday.
It's Friday!
You fucking right, it's Friday, and we're doing it here on the East Coast of the United States, where I'm coming to you from, folks. It is high noon. I'm going to hang out with you for at least 3 hours right now. I got my bro backstage. Oh, right enough. I got to cut them down by one. But we're going to bring him in. And then when we do that, we're going to do all the fun stuff we do and then some right here on BF Live. I'm going to read you some news. I'm going to read you some miserable news history. What else am I going to do? We're going to do Cyke Labs. We'll go to Soulful Horoscope Readings because we have to see what the stars have in mind for us leading into Christmas holiday. And it's a Friday, folks. So let's say I'll bring him in now. He's my friend and yours. I'm so glad that he joins us when he can. Let's say hello to him. He is the prop master, Scott Fitzpatrick.
Hoya, hoya, hoya.
Hoya, buddy, and welcome to BF Live. How have you been, man?
Doing pretty good. Hey, I'm going to make you jealous real quick, maybe. Check
Okay.
this out. I hope this green screen don't mess it up. Oh, I got probably about 6 or 8 bags of candy corns.
Oh, shit. Would you hit that half price after the season discount, bro?
I guess so. I don't know. Somebody gave them to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Free.
A lot of times I would even do that, buddy. You know I'm a candy corn fan because you know my habits and all by now. And yeah, a lot of times I would always look like I'm going to the store the day after Halloween when I was really hype on it and get them candy corn discounts. I'm not as hype on it as I used to be like that. But yeah. You got, man, that's a tummy ache sitting right there. Just see, that's the problem with me with those. I can just eat that stuff until my stomach hurts, man.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. I'll overdo it every time, and I'll regret it tomorrow morning.
I don't even realize that I'm doing it until I feel the ache, and I'm like, oh damn, yeah. And then you got that whole after effect and everything. Let's see, what's up off the clock, Alexa? What we got to say?
It's Friday, bitches.
It is.
Let's go.
Let's go. You heard off the clock, Alexa. She's sick of y'all. She's been taking your orders and shipping stuff left and right, all around the country, all around the world. Off the clock, Alexa. She even needs a break, folks. So we'll check in with the chat family and see what you're all up to. And let's do this and get into it. Matter of fact, let me look real quick here to my perm because I think I got to look over in Cyke Labs. I got to think, all right, well, I will do that. I got to pull over the latest news that I have from Cyke Labs. I think I got to do that real quick so we can do our miserable news history moment. I haven't pulled that one up yet, Cyke. So shout out to Cyke and Ding Dong and everybody else. We got to get it together. We got to have a Friday. Look, I'm already kind of in vacation mode because Christmas is coming up next week. So yeah, let's look for that miserable news history. That's right. All right, we got one right here. So we're going to do that. Yep. We're going to do all the fun stuff we do, folks. So this is the time. This is what we do. Pay attention, OJ, because I'm about to show you how BF Live is a vibe, because this is when I put my glasses on. This is when I run my element. And this is when I check up with the chat family who lets me know what they're up to as we begin the BF Live chat family check-in for BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 210. It's Friday. It's a vibe. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me. That is how the vibe is created right here on BF Live. I will let you know, as always, that my PayPal preset options are always pinned at the top of every BF Live chat. Thank you in advance. My lovely friend Aunt Esther, always first checking in nowadays, saying, Happy Friday, you heathens. Much love, Hoya and Gano. That's number one.
Oh, yeah.
And always her number 2 message is, be sure to always hit that mother effing like button, suckers. Don't be a fish-eyed fool. And then Aunt Esther always got one getting fresh with me at the end. Number 3 says, BF Live the vibe. Let's get our vibe on, sweet cheeks. Oh, baby. Let's get it on. Come on, missus. Come on. Let's go, Mrs. Aunt Esther. I love the vibe that you bring every day with the first 3 chats in the BF Live opening chat family check-in. My lovely friend Misdemeanor checks in. She said she's not always in the chat, but she's been here more often. It's good to see you in the chat more often. Misdemeanor. Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill checking in from the ATL.
Oh, yeah.
Misdemeanor's getting the love. And I love the pylon so much. I love how the instant that somebody shows up in the chat right here on BF Live, the vibe is given to them. Let's see. Here's the Aunt Esther shouting out the Reverend Wild Bill. The lovely Ding Dong Mrs. Cyke Labs checks in with the Hoya. My friend Testicle Tiger checks in and says, Hoya chat family, I got Perry this morning, but I'll see most of you after armchair. Thank you. Thanks, Testicle Tiger. Yes, I don't want everybody run away at once, but it is kind of a Perry day. I'd never like going up against my friends' shows and shows that I enjoy, but it happens every now and then. So Aunt Esther says hello to Ding Dong. Space Chief 75. You know, Scott, it is a Friday, buddy. And it's not every day that you've been here, so let's do this. Let's do a screen share, and let's jam with some Space Chief 75. Let's do the Terry Knee joint right here, and let's start the vibe off the way we like to. We love this song. We love helping out people. We love helping Terry Knee, who's helping out other people, so let's do this. It is Friday, folks. Like I said, it's Space Chief 75. Let's go. It's BF Live. It is a vibe. Ooh. We're setting the tone and we're setting the mood to have a lot of fun for the next 3 hours right here on the vibe. Ooh. Do the national calendar check. I don't even think I wrote down Soulful Horoscope Readings. We're going to do it. On Twitter X. Look him up. Commission a picture. You can find all of these items being flashed in front of your face on his TeePublic store, and his link is running throughout the chat if you can't find it yourself. Be a live chat family. I got you jamming, Scott. Scott is jamming. He loves that song just as much as I do. We love that jam, and it sets a mood, and it sets a vibe, and that's what we just did right there. So thank you, Tyranny, and thank you, Space Chief 75. Let's see where we're at in the chat. We got the oh shit. Did we get that? On Esther. Getting the love from Ding Dong. Articulate John checks in and talks about, he says, the highly toxic lead paint on those Star Wars glasses in my opening liftoff reel. Wasn't it delicious, Articulate John? That lead paint was delicious. We loved it. I would lick the glass extra. I'm like, what is that extra aftertaste I enjoyed so much? How you doing, Articulate John? Checking in on this cool-ass Friday. Articulate John Hoya from Aunt Esther. Jerome Wild Bill throws out the avocados. Donkey Kongington checks in today. Donkey. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. The Nightbot is running the Vibe membership link. Dang Lizard checks in and says, Hoya. Good morning, Dang, checking in. Here you go. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
The Reverend Wild Bill checking in as always from the ATL with the Hoya. On Esther's giving the love to Donkey Kongington Hoya. Donkey gives it back to Space Chief 75. Testicle Tiger, Dang Lizard, cheers. Dang Lizard gets the Hoya love from on Esther. Hoya to all from our friend Donkey Kongington. Back to work, but I'll be listening. Come on, Donkey. Donkey Kongington getting the love from Space Chief 75. Scott Fitzpatrick checks in with love for everybody. Here we go. It is 4 on Esther, Misdemeanor, Rev Wild Bill, Ding Dong, Testicle Tiger, Space Chief 75, Articulate John, Donkey Kongton, The Nightbot, Dang Lizard, and the rest of y'all mofos who I didn't remember. There you go. What do you got going there, Scott? You waving your mic around? What's going on?
Oh, I was just kind of counting them off with you with the microphone.
I like it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I thought, there you go. I was wondering what you had. I'm not always seeing your hand on your mic like that. Let's see. Scott Fitzpatrick, you're getting a shout out from the Aunt Esther.
Hell yeah.
Chelino checking in saying, OJ doesn't want you to read this. Yeah, I don't know. You know, what they say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and most of them stink, Chelino. So it's all well and good. You know, if you like guys that do like orange filters and read 0 no chats, that's all good, OJ. You can do that, but this is my lane. This is what we do. This is a vibe. So thank you for Testicle Tiger for explaining that over there. My lovely big sister checks in, and she sets what the first $2 for my modest goal. Thank you. And Scott's waving the big sis. Here's the first one toward my modest goal of 10 chats during the show. Thank you, big sister, for the $2 super chat. Good morning. On Esther, Chelino, Hoya, Kathy, Hoya from On Esther. Tits McGee says, Hoya to the chat family and love to my amazing husband. I can't wait until he's home with me tonight. He's mine until after Christmas. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, ease on down the road. Keep your eyes on the road. Keep them steady and your hands up on the wheel. Mr. McGee. Hi, Trigger. Trigger's checking in saying hi to Aunt Esther. And I say hello to my friend Trigger. What is up, Trigger My? Trigger My, how you doing, man? Let's see. Trigger, good morning, everyone. Well, check this out, boy. My sister's being generous and she's trying to motivate y'all. She's putting a foot in your ass because she hits me with number 2 for $5. We went $2 for number 1. We went $5 for number 2. Can I get number 3 to be $10? Thank you, big sister, for generating the fun and the funds. On Esther, Trigger, Hoya. It's almost the solstice says. That's right. That's right. It's almost the what's it like when winter changes? We're going to get into the winter solstice. It'll be like the official winter season, but that's going to get us those steps closer that we need to get into spring, Scott. I mean, you know, it's getting a little cold now, but it hasn't really gotten to be winter yet, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hate the winter. I should live more south than I do, but
more south or we hibernate, like I said, right? We should hibernate this time of the year. Like, fuck this weather.
Whenever I was sweating my ass off during the summertime walking and stuff, I still rather sweat than freeze, man. I don't like walking in the winter at all.
And wasn't one of your walking videos the other day, like on in the snow? You got some snow there and walking on steps and stuff like that?
Yeah. Those daytime walk. I mean, I've cut the walking down a lot because I don't like walking in the winter wonderland. But but I gotta get out there once in a while.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Well, I know your ankles. You said your ankles weren't feeling so good. Are you getting any better?
Yeah, they're all healed up. I walked on the ice, didn't slip a none. All the snow on the stairs never slipped, and then I stepped on some good concrete and rolled my ankle.
Yeah, it sounded like you pulled a Bobby Nick. Bobby Nick, he never hardly ventures out in public, and then he goes out to get some blood work done, have a burger or something, and he ice and stuff everywhere. He says he trips when he gets in the lobby of the hospital where he went to get his blood drawn.
Yeah,
that's a trip. Wow. Well, my big sister says, Hoya, big sister. Donkey Kongton says, Space Chief 75, cheers. Happy National Potato Week. Donkey's ever trying to make that a thing. Space Chief 75 is giving salutes for that. Scott, there's the shout out right there.
Space Chief.
There you go. And Donkey Kongton shouting you out too, man.
Donkey.
Okay, back to work now, says Donkey Kongton. Well, keep us in your ear if you can, Donkey. Thanks, bro. Thanks for checking in. If you don't jump back in, man, I'm going to be doing a Christmas Eve show. I won't be doing anything Christmas Day, but I'll talk to you to wish you a Merry Christmas before then. Tits McGee checks in and says, Tits the season. Hey, Papa Fitz, you're invited for Christmas dinner too. Heck, the whole chat family is invited.
Right on. I'll bring Jake.
You bring Jake. Uh-oh. Don't threaten Tits McGee with that. I don't think he's the biggest Jake fan from what I remember. I don't know.
We've added little Lemmy to the family, by the way.
Who is that?
We added little Lemmy to the family, by the way.
Oh, she's part of your Bobby Nick family, and you and Scott, one of your babies or something, or what is the dynamic? How that happen?
Yeah, I guess Granny thinks that she resembles me a little bit. Which
Oh,
I guess that means he wants to sleep with me.
Oh, that's what you're getting out of it. Okay, it's just an indirect way of hitting on you. Like you kind of look like Lemmy. Want to put a couple beers in him, and I'd avoid him, Scott. He might come up, might get kind of be touchy feely. But you looking good. You remind me of Lemmy, Scott. Might get a little handsy with you around. Well, shout out to little Lemmy. I'm gonna try to have her on BF Live one day if she would like to come on. We hung out with Granny. You know, he was on the other day with us, and that was a lot of fun, man. So glad he stopped by, and he's going to do it again. He said he might be off sometime heading into the Christmas holiday, so maybe we'll have another Granny visit. Maybe we'll have them both on one day. Maybe that would be fun.
Yeah.
Tom Gully checks in and says, Cobra Kai, Tom Gully Show. Scott, I don't know. I've never talked to you about if you have like a really big love or knowledge for that movie, It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart.
I know of it. Yeah, it's been years and years since I watched it, but I know it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I definitely, it's one of those movies that we just kind of play. We let it play as background noise, especially around the holidays. Anytime it's on, we won't pass it. We'll just leave it on. And so I know many quotes from it. Well, last night I was hanging out in the Tom Gully Show chat because he and Bob Levy were sitting there just talking about the whole movie, It's a Wonderful Life. And man, we were just spitting quotes out like left and right. And then we were mixing quotes with Dabbleverse stuff and everything, mixing the two things together. It was a good time hanging out. So shout out to Tom Gully checking in on BF Live today. Chelino says, yay ho. Hey, yay ho. No, not exactly. It's not. It's hoya.
Can I get a hoya? Get a hoya. Can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya?
Tom going getting a Hoya from Aunt Esther. BF Live and Scott. There's Mandy Diff checking in. What's
Mandy.
Up? All right. Angry Snowballs is ready. They say seatbelt locked, helmet fastened. Let's go. Engage. How you doing? Angry Snowballs checking in. That's right. Your seatbelt is ready, locked, so it means you're ready to go. Hoya on Esther. Angry Snowballs, Hoya, Ding Dong, Testicle Tiger, and Space Chief getting the love. Angry Snowballs is giving the Hoya right back to Aunt Esther. 666 says Cyke Labs from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs checking in. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks. You're welcome to Space Chief 75 from thanks me and Terry Nee. Space Chief, can I pet your puppies? Okay, I'm assuming that's about the dogs in the video. Hoya on Esther from, from Tom Gully. We got the Hoya from the lovely Ding Dong checking in. Oh, Scott, is this true?
No.
Scott! And when you're in your little lineup, I think that's what he meant. When you were shouting out
everybody else.
You're everybody else, Cyke. He was in with that. He included you. My friend Spawn checks in with his colorful 2-month member, and he's member chat, and he says, midday positive vibes and dialed into the Christmas spirit. Scott, I'm off work for 2 mother effing weeks, lots of indica, and to that, I say, hoya.
Nice.
Yeah. I will let my orders place, so I will be eagerly anticipating the end of BF Live, and I'll be making my way out the door and over to my favorite spot. The order is already ready, and I got the good news. It's ready. It lets me know that Spawn re-up as a member right here on BF Live. Thank you. And he also gifted. Ho, ho, ho. MFC. Merry freaking Christmas to my friend Spawn. Thank you for the BF Live gifted membership. Good to see you on Esther from my sister Kathy. Spawn's getting the Hoya love. Here is some gambling advice, not endorsed by BF Live. Take it at your own risk. Spawn says, let me fill your pockets with holiday cash. Parlay Notre Dame at -6.5. Texas at -12 at the Texans, or Texans plus floor. And $100 would win you $567. There's a little gambling advice from our friend Spawn checking in. Take it at your own risk. Glad to see you, Spawn. Scott, sure you weren't walking on sunshine?
Walking on sunshine.
Boom. Don't it feel good? Let's see. Sister Kathy's getting the love right back. Tits McGee says, here it's -11, and that's Fahrenheit. It means it's -24 Celsius. Holy moly, Tits McGee. Well, stay warm. I'm hoping that the Mishra will be home to keep you warm real soon. Yes, I missed something, I think. There we go. All right, well, let's go because we've made it. We're at a half hour through the show, and that was the BF Live opening chat family check-in. We got some more fun to get on with, folks, for the next 2.5 hours or so. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves.
that's what we're doing. We're talking amongst ourselves. We're talking to you, and this is BF Live, The Vibe. It is meant to be a different kind of show. We read chats, we hang out, and we create a mutual vibe with everybody here. It's a party online. So my friend Scott Fitzpatrick, as I mentioned, today is a Perry afternoon, and I really don't like competing against my friends or other shows that I enjoy, but sometimes it's unavoidable. But I was watching Perry last week, and something really cool happened on air that I had no idea about. Did you see it? Tell everybody what this is, and did you see it live?
Yeah, I didn't see it live, but it was interesting the way I did see it is because, as you might remember, I was kind of a little bit down and out and had a blood pressure problem and in the hospital.
I do. Yep.
And so I missed Perry live, and I was catching the replay. And usually I'll fast forward through the music, at the beginning and maybe the first couple of minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll fast forward usually through the first few minutes and wait till he's, getting juiced whenever Perry's getting.
Yeah, sure. Wait till it builds up. Sure.
So just randomly, I stopped it and stopped it right on this super chat. I believe you're getting ready to see from somebody who I think is the best moderator in the game, Matt.
Matt's always in our chat too. Yes.
He sent me some well wishes, and it came at just the right time because I just got out, just got out of the hospital, missed some shows, and I was kind of feeling all down. And it was the way it came is it couldn't have been better, man. It's going to be one of my top memories out of all this podcast and shit. Is that little thing right there, man.
Well, yeah, it not only is it a nice moment at any time, but you're kind of right, Scott. Number one, I will say that once again, chat family. Who knew that we would have this chat family? Number two, I didn't even realize how you and Matt were kind of slowly making this connection to the point where he's like your main mod. He's your like main squeeze kind of mod over there on Scott Fitzpatrick's channel right here on YouTube. His link is running throughout the entirety of the show as well. And so you always bragged about him being a great mod, and we turned into great friends. And I think that you kind of let it out there, and I appreciate you, quite honestly, that you're having a hard time mentally, maybe this time of the year, struggling with some stuff. I think Matt picked up on that too. And so as a way to kind of like look out for you and have fun with this universe and incorporate all of this, Matt sent a super chat into Perry Caravella Live last week, and here it is right now. And I was watching this live. I screen recorded it real quick. Matt also sent it to me. So shout out, Matt. This is good on you, man. You hooked up a bro and you had some fun with Perry at the same time. Let's watch this now. Here you go.
Credenza level 6 months. Perry, can you please send some positive thoughts on our buddy Scott Prop Master Fitzpatrick? He's not feeling well, and he can really use some positive thoughts from all of us. Let's go surfing.
I love how Tom had to correct him too.
Horns up.
Like I said, it was good for you. It was good for Perry. It was good for the show. Everything.
Hashtag walking or tic-tac-toe walking.
Tic-tac-toe walking.
Do you remember what he told? I mean, do you comprehend what he's asking you
here? Positive.
And I like Tom didn't let him off on this. He really wanted to get a meaningful thing out to
Scott.
you.
Yep.
Fitzpatrick. Yes. Not feeling well. Can use some positive thoughts from all of us. So, starting with you, Perry.
Shut up, Terry Nee.
Throw some positive thoughts to Scott.
Well, I don't know what his illness is.
He's
so
not telling you. He just wants positive thoughts. That's all you got to do. That's your only job.
You had to squeeze positive thoughts out of Perry for you, Scott.
You can go take walks, a bike ride, roller skate, or
and like he already takes walks.
Boy,
be happy.
You are awful.
You are awful at this. You're making Scott feel worse, probably, bro. Look, Tom had
suggestions.
to Yeah.
How about this?
Here you go. Tom lays it out.
Matt, first of all, for being a Credenza level member, and we're all going to have super positive thoughts for Scott. Scott, whatever's going on, we know this is a rough time of year. People get sick. People get whether it's a mental thing or a physical thing. We hope you feel better too. We're all thinking about you. We're all sending you positive thoughts.
Exactly.
So that's the kind of thing that I think.
Cool.
Well, with the mental issues, like my mental issues.
See, it all goes back.
Not
to
the same.
It all goes back.
Right. And Tom is right. He always brings it full circle back to somehow him. Well, boy, if you think Scott's got it bad, poor me.
That's why. Okay. Mental issues.
But this isn't about you. This is about Scott.
I've been through the mental thoughts. Now this is for the gentleman named Scott Fitzgerald or
Fitzgerald,
Patrick or Fitz Henry or whatever the Fitz.
Scott Fitz fuckface over here.
Go in your closet and fit a suit on your body and go out and have a drink. Woo-hoo! Woo! Always know that alcohol give me a positive thought. Y'all having fun. I want to be positive. Go have some fun. Yes, always have fun.
All right, positive thoughts to Matt and especially Scott. And
how do you like that? So that's what. See, it's all part of the greater vibe that we kind of create doing all these shows with the chat family. So what was your impression? So when did you see that? You said you kind of saw it after the fact when you went back to watch, right?
Yeah, I seen it just like the right time. Organically, couldn't ask for a better time and how it came about to me. And these chat people, they've checked on me and talked to me more than my own family. I mean, not Stormy, she does, of course, but
right. But in general,
yeah, they checked on me more than my own family did. Man,
that's fucking that's awesome, and I know none of us saw this coming. So there you go. That's a vibe. That's how we have fun in this whole universe. Tom Gully says the weather outside is frightful, but Perry is so delightful.
Shut the fuck up.
I thought I sounded pretty good there. Let's see. Speaking of Stormy, the one and only Stormy checks in the chat on BF Live today. How you doing, Stormy? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you anywhere. Let's see. I'm looking for your sound. There it is. Andrew does the same thing. Andrew, my dog died. Stormy, well, Stormy, my Facebook died too. Yeah, exactly. Yep. It's always those people that have to equivalate like your sadness to their, like, well, you think you're sad. You think, well, let me tell you this story about my sadness. And sometimes we got to learn that it's just good to maybe just listen to someone's sadness and not project your shit. It's not a match. It's not a ping pong match where they got to go, oh, really? Well, I got this. You know, I'm going to do this over you. But
comparing scars.
Comparing scars, exactly. Yeah, and Terry Nee. Shout out Terry Nee. I was hanging out. I told you I was hanging out in the Tom Gully show a little bit, and Terry Nee called into the Tom Gully show last night there, Scott.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we heard Terry Nee's voice. I mean, I've hung out with Terry Nee, and I've hung out with Terry Nee, and you know, I know things about Terry Nee, but whatever. So I hung out with him last night, and it was funny because Tom was trying to interview him like he was a boomer. Like, so tell me, how did it feel being a boomer? You know, and, but shout out Terry Nee. I heard you mention about the rent shit, you bastard, last night, because Tom Gully said, it seems like that whatever show you end up in, you're a moderator. And he says, well, I started out with BF, and now apparently he's getting wrenches handed out to him left and right, Scott. Terry must have wrenches everywhere, buddy.
Yeah.
You get a wrench. You tool belt. Wrench. You instigating son of a bitch, and asking me why Matt don't have a wrench here. You instigating bastard. So there you go. Stormy's got one. Granny checks in, my bro. Here he is. Tom Gully show, jokes like that is why you get clowned, says Terry Nee. I mean, it says the Granny, I'm sorry. Aunt Esther, Stormy getting the love, and Granny's getting love from Aunt Esther. Never been clowned by my front step. Whoa, wait a minute. That's a reference for Granny's house kicking his ass. Tom Gully show, how close are you? Let's see. All right, well, man, like I said, that's a lot of fun. That was cool as shit, man. So, yeah, I got excited. I almost sent it to you right away. I was so excited when I saw it. I'm like, you know, and you were kind of laying low. I was going to send you something, but that's cool.
I almost want to cry.
That was neat. Well, I could tell you shared it. You shared it on social media. You were really touched by it. So I like this. It's chat family. People like you got what you needed at the time you needed it. So I thought that was really cool. Look who's checking in. Flex 316 checking in from down under, letting us know that it is 4:40 a.m. that he is catching a vibe down under because the BF Live vibe goes worldwide. How you doing, Flex 316? We're getting ready to get over to my news desk. I got some news stories for you. Granny, how close am I to what? Death? I don't know. Flex 316, Hoya from Aunt Esther. Manny Diff checks in and says, oh, I'm glad you're doing well, Scott. There you go. See, you're getting some love.
Yep.
Look, see, and it's all fair and love and war and podcasting, because even Granny says, hey, everyone, hope you're all doing well, including Tom. See? So it's no aid here. I'm glad to hear you're doing great, Flex 316. I don't know how excited, if you get too excited for the holidays coming up, but we're just excited because it's a Friday here. We're heading into a weekend. Some people probably have off a couple days next week, so we're just creating the vibe. You know how the vibe is. The vibe is worldwide. You said you know things about Terry Nee. Who is your PI? And I'm going to say, because it just has to do with identity and stuff, and I'm not going to dox anybody. There you go. What's that? The orange? Is that the orange in a cloud? I don't know what that is. Orange cloud? I don't know. Orange. Could you make that out? Orange? It's definitely an orange, I guess. Or a peach.
A peach, maybe, yeah.
Peach? Peach fuzz? Maybe that's peach fuzz? I don't know.
Take it, yeah.
Peach cotton? I don't know. Happy holidays to you and yours, Granny. Boy, have you ever seen a chat drip with sarcasm? These last two chats from Granny and Tom Gully are dripping with sarcasm. Okay, folks. Well, wait a minute. Spawn says it's flatulence. I've never seen flatulence depicted like that. Never seen. Let's see. I can see the flatulence picked like this though. Wait, my sound won't work. Come on, Fart Town. Here you go. There it is. All right, folks. Well, enough fun with the BF. I don't want to chat too much and upset my friend OJ over there because he don't quite understand the vibe. So he might be liking his shout out, OJ. All is good. You do you. I'll do me, and we'll have fun, buddy. And man, let's do this. All right, so let's do what I do. This is where I go over to the BF Live news desk. I pull up a couple few stories in the BF Live other news or the not so serious news, because the world is serious enough, folks. We only get one good ride on this planet, so we're not going to be down and out. We're going to do the BF Live other news or the not so serious news and have some fun. So ready? I'm going to slide over to my news desk. I'm going to run my element, and we're going to do it, the BF Live other news or the BF Live not so serious news. Let's go. I forgot to do my production element. Wait a minute. Oh, they're going to see behind the scenes. I'm over here now, behind the BF Live news desk. And I got a few news stories I'm going to bring to you in the BF Live other news or the not so serious news. Why is that? Why did I click that one? Where's that one? Oh, there it is. There you go. I don't know. Let's see what everybody's saying. Wait. We got heat with OJ now? No, Granny, not necessarily heat. Only if you give a shit. He was just over there saying, Bobby fans gotta stop reading every fucking suit, every chat, man. Like, get Bobby, you gotta stop doing that. He was just, he like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Most of them stink. So he can have his opinion. Like I said, if you like oranges that don't read chats, go over there. And if you like assholes that do read every chat, you come here to BF Live, because that's what we do. It's a vibe. Tom Gully, he says, I was totally sincere. Granny is hilarious and talented. Seriously, there you go. I don't know. I was wondering if those two were dripping with sarcasm there. There you go. The Tom Gully Show. I appreciate that. And I too was serious. Hope you're doing well. See, that's what's good. Just kind of knowing this shit this ain't life, man. This is just podcasting. This is fun. And this is the BF Live other news or the not so serious news. Yay, asshole. Wait a minute. Yay, asshole. I'm not sure what that is. Yay, asshole. That could be for any of us. All right, well, let's get on to the BF Live other news. Speaking about Christmas and all, I guess it's this time of the year, Scott. Maybe this is something you can talk about with Andrew. You'll be up on something sports for him. So I see you guys. Talking about sports every now and then on No Filter. But he does a little sports break or whatever. I noticed the other night. So if he talks about sports. Check this out, buddy. Apparently, there's this tradition in the NFL, especially when an NFL quarterback gets a big, large contract. They're supposed to look out for their offensive linemen who protect them, right, and make them look good.
Right.
So it says Patrick Mahomes showers his Chiefs offensive line with coolers full of luxury Christmas gifts, including Rolex watches. So I'm always amazed because I read a story that I don't have, but Joe Burrow, the quarterback for the Bengals, apparently he gave his whole offensive lineman samurai swords and katanas or something like that. Like I don't know why he thought they needed them, but let's see what these guys got. The Kansas City Chiefs locker room is merry and bright this holiday season thanks to Patrick Mahomes. The three-time Super Bowl winner, who's 29 years old, went all out for his offensive line, showering them with gifts ahead of Christmas. People magazine can confirm. Here's a picture of it, how they set up the locker room, Scott. Mahomes made sure to keep the Chiefs' colors in mind. I'll read you some of the shit that's come in these coolers because they're like Yeti coolers. Exclusive photos show their locker room lined with red Yeti Tundra Hall wheeled coolers. The coolers retail for $425, though the brand offers a variety of shades and sizes. I'm not paying $420 for no damn cooler.
No.
Perfect for celebrating their 13-1 record for the 2024 season. The coolers are designed to fit 82 cans or 64 pounds of ice. However, Mahomes chose to fill the coolers with neither ice nor drinks, but instead played Santa Claus by filling each cooler with designer presents. The star quarterback also gave his teammates Normatic Elite air compression leg attachments by Hyper Ice. The recovery booster retails for $999. The leg attachments weigh around 3 pounds each, with a battery life lasting for 4 hours, with 7 levels. But there you go. So they got these compression things. They got Rolexes. They got Rolex watches, whatever Luce's leather boots is, Oakley sunglasses, Whoop bands, Adidas stuff, all kind of shit. So there you go. So these guys really, I'm always amazed, Scott. They really throw out the money during this time of the year. But,
yeah.
I don't know how I would feel about that as a quarterback. Okay, so yeah, he does have the millions and millions of dollars to pay for it, but just like the logistics of it, can you imagine like having to round all of this stuff up, buddy, and like find all these gifts and all that shit?
Yeah, you have to put thought into it.
You got to put a lot of thought, a lot of logistics in doing this for these linemen, but it's a tradition, and I guess it's worth it. Let's see what everybody's saying. There you go. Hey, asshole. Granny will have to check his butt to see what color lipstick Tom just gave him for Christmas. Oh, wait a minute. All right, I'll take care of OJ. Give me a minute, says Granny. It's okay, buddy. Like I said, he just got an opinion. It's okay. I ain't bothered by it. The vibe brings people together. Thank you, Tom Gully Show. Thanks, man. Thanks for picking up what I'm putting down, man. You know, everybody does their thing. I don't know why he's so bothered or affected by seeing somebody do something different. Everybody's doing shit. I mean, you got Joey around here trying to figure out how to be an adult, Scott, right?
Right. Well, some people might be just it kind of because you're very fluent at this. You can rattle it out and just keep it out going like a machine gun. And not everybody can do that.
Maybe that's it, Scott. Thanks for letting me know that. Oh no, Granny gonna go juice OJ. We gonna make real juice out that nigga. Let's see. Oh, that motherfucker. Let's see. That's the line right from the show. Hey Granny, how's the leg? How's the leg doing? Granny says, balls deep. It's healing good. Knee still bruised. Never did get the tetanus shot though. Forgot I had like 5 in the last 5 years. Yeah, that's always a question, Scott. When I go to the doctor or urgent care, when's the last time you had a tetanus shot? And I think they're supposed to last like 10 years or something, right?
Yeah, I've done that too, getting cuts and getting stitches and off and on. And I never can remember if I've got one or not or when the last one is. So they usually just give you one just for the hell of it or whatever. And I never can remember if I've had one.
Same. I never remember because it's like 5-10 years between them supposedly. So, good day, Granny from Flex 316. Wait, who's bothered? No, well, OJ made some comment about BF's got to get off of reading every fucking chat, whatever. Terry Nee says, Tom and I often talk about how handsome and vibrant young Granny is. Little Paul Newman. You guys are like full homo for him. Yeah, what's up with that? Let's see. I don't know. Mandy Diff is laughing. BF Live, the vibe is good at this. Thank you, Flex. Thank you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just a little too different for like people like OJ to get or understand. Maybe that's it. I don't know. All I know how to do is be me because everybody else is taken, y'all. Okay? I was going to be an orange filter, but it was already taken by somebody. I will let you know some weird laws that are out there, Scott. Every year, like they do like new laws, like normally in July and something. But I'm always amazed at the old laws that are still on the books from like back in olden times, if you will. And nobody goes back and says, man, this law is outdated or something like that. So I have a couple of them for you here in Colorado, apparently. Shout out to Ding Dong and Cyke Clyde. Weird laws in Colorado, including one against throwing snowballs, Scott. Throwing snowballs. Check this out. Who would ever thought? I'm going to read you. There's like at least 5 weird laws that they have out there. Did you know that throwing snowballs in Aspen, Colorado is technically against the law? Every state has its own rather strange laws, and the Centennial State is no exception. Colorado is a popular winter vacation destination. It comes as no surprise that there are strange laws revolving around this snowy climate. Read more about the few weird laws in Colorado. Here, check these out, Scott. Number 1, no using upholstered furniture outdoors. Okay, I guess that's a bit. Don't plan on buying a car on Sundays. Okay. Keep your weeds maintained. And no launching snowballs. So yes, it says in Boulder, avoid keeping any unupholstered furniture outside. It's against the law. According to Boulder General Offenses under Title 5, Chapter 4, 5-4-16, individuals can't keep upholstered furniture not manufactured for outdoor use in any front, side, or backyard. So they just don't want you setting your couch outside, I guess, buddy, right?
Right. They don't want to get that white trash look, I guess.
Maybe that has to do with it. I wonder when it was created. Unupholstered furniture under the law includes couches, chairs, and mattresses. So there you go. That's one of those. don't plan on buying a car on Sundays. It says, in the state, no person, firm, or corporation, whether owner, proprietor, agent, or employee, shall open, operate, or assist in keeping open or operating any place or premise where it's closed for selling a car. So they don't want you selling any cars on Sunday. They don't care if you're the owner of the place, nothing. Keep your weeds maintained. That's pretty kind of basic, right? You know, they keep your yard right. And no launching of snowballs in Aspen, Colorado. Be careful before you let that snowball you created fly. The City of Aspen Municipal Code Section 15-4-210 addresses throwing snowballs. It shall be unlawful for any person to throw any stone, snowball, or missile, or discharge any bow, blowgun, slingshot, gun, catapult, or any other device upon a vehicle, building, or other public, private property. You get it. No snowball, Scott. What is that?
What a bore.
Wow. What a bore. So there's some weird laws, and they're still remaining on the books. And I guess nobody goes back and there's no mechanism for going back and applying common sense and saying, I guess we've moved on. I guess they all have to be like legally kind of like taken off the books or something, right?
Yeah, every once in a while. I'll tell you one, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe somebody in the chat can fact check this for me or something. But Marissa Sparkle lives in Texas. And she said in Texas that you can only own 7 of the same kind of vibrators. You can own as many vibrators as you want, but only 7 of the same kind. And she's was dead serious about it. I don't know.
So she can have like 10. If they're all different, you can have as many as you want. But if you got one that you really like and you're like, man, I got to get every one of these, you're only allowed to have up to 7 of them.
Yeah, you can't run a monopoly on them.
No double dong. Like, this is my favorite double dong. I need 8 of these motherfuckers. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Tdap is good for about 10 years. You'll know it's infective. Red, swole, feels hot. Then you may need joints like the knee are more susceptible. There you go. There's a more you know. Space Nerd checks in. Hi-yo. Ooh. Thank you, nerd. You might have something to his observation. Good morning, BF Live the Vibe. Keep doing everything you are doing. He is jealous. That's okay. It happens. OJ. I see OJ, and he looks like an orange. Tom Gully Show says, Terry Nee said Granny should have had Newman's role in HUD. Oh, my God. We're going with Paul Newman references. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd checking in.
Oh, yeah, nerd.
Hey, it's not lost on me. I'm trying to do something different over here on BF Live. I'm not trying to do something everybody else is doing. Terry Nee isn't wrong, says Space Nerd. Balls Deep checks in with the cheers. Maybe want to take a drink of agua. How you doing, Balls Deep, on this Friday leading up to the Christmas holiday weekend? And maybe hope you got some time off next week. Tom Gully Show, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Gano, the Reverend Wild Bill from Space Nerd. Hoya, the Reverend Wild Bill. Sacrilege. Right. Look.
Yeah.
Sacrilege. That's right, bro. You can't be against my boy Angry Snowballs. How you going to hate on Angry Snowballs? In Colorado at that. What do you know about that, says the Reverend Wild Bill. I can know what you're trying to get me to do, and you can know I'm going to do it. You know? Fucking Granny's my boy. USA, you guys have some crazy shit, don't we? Don't we? We are. We're off the chain. We're off the hizzy. Space Nerd says Hoya to on Esther. Stormy says, OJ, I think it's awesome how Coffee and Pods gave you so many ideas to run a clip show. Every channel operates differently. That is funny, Stormy, and I've noticed that, yes, him and all of his other filter friends over there, they picked up on that. And, I mean, maybe there's part of us that should have kept it going, Stormy, but you were working your ass off trying to keep up with this crazy community and clipping it and trying to have a family and doing everything that you do. And you were really working your ass off. It was a full-time job just kind of keeping up with that. But I appreciate you helping me with Coffee and Pods. We had so much fun just talking about these idiots. But I also had this side of me that I kind of want to do this other stuff, not just be about that Stormy. And I think you knew that. Thank you to the lovely Stormy for your comments. California, Northwest Freaks ruined Colorado, says Terry Nee. Ding Dong says, Boulder is a college town. I can see why they don't want a bunch of furniture outside with the kids partying. Maybe that's it, Scott. Maybe it was based around the dorms and the college lifestyle with the outside.
Yeah.
We have that around here. I live around a couple of colleges, and So some of the larger homes around here are rented out frat homes. And Scott, they got the big stand-up tables outside. It looked like fucking Animal House. There were literally kids like sitting on the slanted roof and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a picture of it next time I drive by because I'm like, these kids are bringing like Animal House back, Scott. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It was totally a frat house vibe. Like no mistaking it. Like the curtains are hanging out the window. The kids are sitting on the roof. They got like a stand-up table for beer in the front yard. It's funny as shit. Space Nerd says, good day, Flex 316. You are correct, crazy Americans. Tom Goley says, in France, for example, they all say you have to surrender to the Germans. I don't know where my accent kind of went off there. There you go. JFK, what to that? I say. JFK Hedgehog says, so you can't sit on a couch outside buying a car, throwing snowballs on a Sunday. JFK Hedgehog's got all those laws in a bunch there, Scott. I like what he did there.
Yep.
I like that. There you go. And you can't have weeds in your yard when you do it. Just don't forget that one. Nerd, good morning, beautiful, from Ding Dong. Ding Dong's getting the love from Space Nerd. Granny checks in and says, bro, I completely forgot the last thing I sent OJ was a picture of me tucking my wiener in. Anyway, I took care of it. All right, there you go. Thanks, Granny. Granny's got my back. Granny's got my back, man. Let's see. Ice cream in a pocket on a Sunday afternoon. I got ice cream in my pocket. Ding, that makes sense. I witnessed a couch burning in college. That's another thing, too. The Red Mall Bill says, Tom Gully should know that answer about Texas. God bless Texas. Balls Deep says, you never sent him your Vienna sausage D-pic. Now I feel special. Granny, there you go. Stormy says, that's why Marissa took the belt home and left the dildo with Mosh, I believe. Because of that whole, she can't have so many dildos in Texas. Well, I don't know, Tom Gully, somebody said Tom Gully should be able to know that, to answer that question. How many dildos you got, Tom, of any one style? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Oh, let me see.
Nerd.
Paul Steve says, Granny looks like a short Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. In the Dallas Buyers Club, specifically. There you go.
I always thought Granny looked like if Sammy Hagar and Vince Neil could somehow touch their dicks and have a baby. He kind of looks like a cross.
I don't think that's how it works,
Granny.
Scott. Although there's people out there trying to make it work that way. All right. Granny looks like Matthew McConaughey. Granny says, balls deep. It was part of the VIP package. Taney says, Tom, Granny doesn't have a failure to communicate. What we got here is balls deep is laughing, which is great. Good evening, says my bro LJ Lowe, checking in for his part of the vibe. He's bringing it. He's giving it. He's doing it. LJ Lowe Hoya from Aunt Esther. Balls Deep says, send Granny's crotch the link. Well, Balls, I think you might have been watching a couple days ago when Granny was kind of guest co-hosting. And Granny's going to stop in a couple times, hopefully before the end of the year, because he said he's going to have some time off. So we're going to get Granny back on here real soon. Granny says, that's Stormy. How you going to gain an audience by getting your luggage pissed on? Whoop. It pissed on my luggage. The Tom Gully Show says, Terry Nee, who else but Granny could manage the Hanson brothers as Reg Dunlap? There you go. My mom went to Boulder from Ohio in 1948. I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Stormy says, Granny, I don't know, LOL. I'd rather watch the one who pissed on the luggage. Oh my God. Boulder is gorgeous. I live 15 minutes from Boulder. Docs, he told the world. She told the world. Flex 316 checks in from down under, and you're not going to believe, Scott. Thank you. Thank you, Flex. BF Live is a worldwide vibe. Thank you for checking in from down under. Stormy got it. Look at this. How about that? Stormy caught that. Thank you, Flex. Awesome, brother. Hope you have a great
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's right. Merry Christmas. Cyke Clyde, good morning from Space Nerd. Cheers to me. Thank you. Thanks, Flex, man. I appreciate you, bro. Nerd, good morning from Cyke Clyde. Space Nerd says, I love Granny's curly hair. Granny, if we may admire you. Terry Nee says, Tom, you can't do it alone. You know it takes a mob of guys like Granny and enough money to make them look good. All right, let's get in here. Balls Deep says, awesome. Deadpool checks in and says, Granny prefers toasters to luggage. Likes pissing in toasters. You got to watch that one. Flex is getting the love from Stormy. Space Nerds getting the love out. Let's get some of these. I got more stories to give to you. Deadfool's getting the shout out love. Everybody's piling on that. Deadfool. Mary Sesmas. Hey, and if you're, Mary Sesums. Wait a minute. I'm not sure if you meant Mary Sesmas, but tomorrow night on Replayables, on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel with Chris Abels, we're going to have some ladies. Many ladies have expressed interest in a ladies' night. So the links are coming in and going out. And so we're going to fit as many ladies as we can on screen tomorrow night at 10 o'clock East on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. It's ladies' night. The feeling's right. We're going to drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We're going to spin the wheel and have some lovely ladies there to do it. So you got to join us for our Sesmas Ladies' Night Christmas special tomorrow night, and you might see the lovely Space Nerd on camera, or maybe just by audio. You're going to have to tune in to find out tomorrow. But some lovely ladies in this chat that you may have never seen or heard before might be making their appearance on Replayables tomorrow night at 10 o'clock East on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. As I move on to another story here, Scott, I don't know, this is about traveling, Scott. I know you say you like to stay home. You don't get around a lot. But for people that travel a lot, I don't really fully understand this story either. A little bit, I guess. There's something about in traveling called mattress runs. They are the latest travel trend that could backfire when booking hotel room. The experts weigh in. So what they're doing, Scott, a lot of these hotels, like airlines, they have like rewards programs that if you stay a certain amount of nights, you get like certain levels of amenities, and you treat you like a better VIP, right?
Okay, yeah.
So what these people are doing, Scott, and help me figure out the logic of this. What they're doing is, in order to gain the status of the hotel company, they are booking rooms, and they're doing what's called a mattress run. They don't stay in the room at all, Scott. They book the room. You can do like virtual check-ins and stuff. And what they're doing is they only get these rooms so they move up to the next level of status on these rewards programs. So they never actually stay in the room. Ain't that crazy? Let me read it to you a little bit. One travel trend has hotel guests taking reward earnings to the next level. Dubbed mattress runs, the fad has people booking hotel rooms in order to earn free nights or accumulate status points. These travelers, however, are apparently not completing their stays, but still reserve the rooms in the hopes of racking up rewards. It's a move that could backfire, according to some hotels' terms and conditions listed online. One curious traveler on Reddit took to post and the Hyatt Reddit forum to see if guests needed to be physically present to get the credit. The user asked Hyatt Mattress Run, has anyone ever been penalized for doing a mattress run via digital check-in and never showing up? Does that work? Now, Scott, my whole thing is here, buddy, like, why waste the money on a hotel room that you're not going to show up for to have a status when, like, just use the money that you were going to use for the hotel room just to get you a better room when you do go, like, right? Like, this is so weird. The only way I could see this benefiting is like people that maybe have a traveling budget, Scott, and so they're spending their work money and they want to maybe use the points on their own, like down the road or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
It's crazy.
Should get a homeless person to stick in there for a night or something.
Fucking, you're a genius, Scott, because in this article, it goes on to say that in some city, there are actually people that will physically go to the room for you. So you can basically pay them a little bit of money. They'll actually physically go to the room for you to make this, Scott. So there's always a racket going on somewhere. But look, they're showing these old people jumping on the beds. So I just thought it was kind of an odd kind of situation in that they're going for this status and they're spending money for status, yet the status that they're spending, it's for cash value. So just save the money you're spending on status and just buy what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a weird story right here from one of my BF Live other news stories. Let's see. You kind of like movies. I guess we'd like some movies in our time, right? I used to like movies more before I was podcasting.
Right. Same here, yeah.
Don't mind me a couple movies. The upgrade must be awesome, says Terry Nee. Yeah, it must be worth something. I don't know. I'd use a mattress as a sled. Mattress run sounds like something you'd find with a black light at a Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. Deadful. I ain't no serial pisser. Let's see. Talking shit. About ring alarm. All right, I won't go back there. The upgrade must be awesome. Yeah, Terry Nee. I don't understand the whole, like I said, unless it's where you're spending your company's money and you might benefit personally from building up that rewards and then use it on your own time. Maybe I can see working that angle, have two separate things. But if you're just doing it for yourself, just save the money. I don't know. People just want status so bad nowadays. But we were getting ready to talk about movies, Scott. And every year, the Library of Congress identifies movies that should be preserved for like all time. And they identify like 25 movies every year. So this year, once again, the Library of Congress has addressed it, and they've named 25 movies that they're going to kind of preserve for all time. For more on this, let's take it to the Bikini Report, who's going to let you know some of the movies the Library of Congress has established as the top 25 movies of the year for preservation. Take it away, Bikini Report.
The Library of Congress has released the 25 movies added to the National Film Registry, and it's quite a list. Every year since
She's giving me a lot of lip today, Scott.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you know. She's giving a lot of lip today.
1989, the Library of Congress has chosen a set of films for their cultural, historic, or aesthetic importance.
Like I said, don't be giving me no lip. Give me a lot of lip today.
To preserve the nation's film heritage. This year's selections go back almost 130 years and were selected from over 6,700 nominated titles.
That's amazing to me, Scott, that there's still movies that are 130 years that they're still considering for all-time preservation by the Library of Congress. So I can't believe it. Let's keep up this. See how much lip she gives us.
And
look, they got Cheech and Chong. These are some of them. Check out some of the other movies outside of the top that are kind of in there.
Despite what you might have assumed, the movies aren't all prestige flicks. Sure, there are Oscar nominees and winners on the list: Pride of the Yankees, The Miracle Worker, Angels with Dirty Faces, and No Country for Old Men, for example. But not only did pop culture staples like Dirty Dancing, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and Beverly Hills Cop make the list, so did Up in Smoke and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, Bobby Nick would be happy about that one. Up in Smoke, even Cheech and Chong movies.
There are now 900 titles in the National Film Registry. So what movies would you put in there if you were in charge? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Yeah, thank you, Bikini Report. She gave me a little extra lip there, Scott. Yeah, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre was in there, some Cheech and Chong movies. So it's not just the upper kind of artsy movies, but yeah, can you imagine that the Library of Congress? I've got to keep Cheech and Chong for all time, like Nice Dreams or something like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's
man.
pretty cool. Space Nerd says there's a lot going on there with that one. Yeah, Deadfool says. When Terry Nee mentioned that the upgrade must be awesome, Deadfool chimes in and says, it isn't, Terry Nee. I'm a diamond at Hilton, faster Wi-Fi, 2 free waters, and a parking spot. That's always already taken. It isn't worth it. Yeah, Deadfool. Why? Like I said, unless it's a separate thing with your company money or whatever, like, why don't you just spend the money for your own personal upgrade when you need it, since you're spending it on a room that you're not going to ever use? Seems weird.
Hey, BS,
yes.
If you had to put, if you was able to put one movie in a time capsule, whether to show the next, whatever, the next phase of humans or aliens or whatever, what would your one movie be?
That's a deep one. Off the top of my head, I say Wayne's World. No, I don't know. Like off the top of my diddly. I don't thinking of movies I enjoyed. That's a tough one, man. We could really have fun pondering that. Hey, everybody, put your favorite movie in the chat you want to say for all time. That's a really good question, Scott. And I was half pondering it during that report, but I really can't come up with any. Like I said, Wayne's World's the first one that comes to mind just because I like it. All the movies I like the most, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High or something like that.
Easy Rider was my first one that come to my brain. Easy Rider
with what's that? Clint Eastwood, right?
Jane Fonda.
Peter Fonda.
Or Peter Fonda, yeah.
Peter Fonda with the what's it say? The guy that died, the guy from Speed, Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper. Windy City Heat, yeah. Terry Nee's got it. Why isn't that in the Library of Congress yet, Terry? Good pool there, buddy. You're right. Tiffany Washington checks in and says, good afternoon, everyone. I've been lurking for a while. You've been lurking it. We've been jerking it. She's the vibe. I can feel you out there, Tiffany Washington. The Room, says Terry Nee. The upgrade room? I don't know about that. Let's see. All right, let's continue on with some more stories on the BF Live other news. The Cola Wars have been going on forever, Scott. We remember probably when they started the Pepsi Challenge and all that stuff when we were younger, right? You kind of remember that?
Yeah.
Where you did a blind taste test, Coke or Pepsi. I mean, these guys have been going at it forever, and the battles haven't stopped. The Cola Wars never stop. Pepsi is introducing a flavor of Coca-Cola discontinued, and we tried it first. So this is the latest strategy, Scott. They have all these different side flavors out here now, each of these brands. So now when one brand cancels their flavored brand, the other brand is picking it up.
Picks it up, right?
So here's what they're doing. It says Pepsi versus Coca-Cola is a tale as old as time. The two brands constantly compete with new flavor, advertisements, and partnerships. When Coca-Cola's Sprite discontinued its cranberry holiday flavor, Pepsi's Starry introduced a version. When Pepsi got Michael Jackson for its commercials, Coke countered with Paula Abdul. And when Coca-Cola ran Super Bowl ads, Pepsi one-upped them by sponsoring the entire halftime show. The old feuds die hard, so it's no surprise that Pepsi is starting off the year with a little drama. Pepsi is releasing a new flavor that might remind fans of a beloved Coca-Cola offering discontinued earlier this year. On January 20th, Pepsi is debuting its Wild Cherry and Cream flavored soda. So look, I thought Wild Cherry was fairly common, but it's Wild Cherry and Cream and zero sugar Wild Cherry and Cream soda now being created by Pepsi because Coca-Cola discontinued theirs. The only weird flavor I got into drinking recently, like last summer, was I got an orange vanilla Coke, and I liked it more than I thought I did, Scott. It was like orange and vanilla mixed together.
I'm not really. I'm pretty much like I'm traditionalist. I keep my Coke pure, just straight Coke, and not really into the cream sodas.
No, I never liked the cream soda at all. Have you ever been out at any of these fast food places that now have these all-encompassing, all-in-one Coke machines where you hit the button and then you can select all the flavors and the blends and all and make your own flavors? Have you seen any of those machines?
Yeah, I've seen some. Yeah.
Yeah, so now when I go out, I'll try to mix some orange and vanilla and make my own stuff. But I wasn't big on mixing flavors at first, Scott. But apparently people love taking a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and making up their own flavors and all. That's kind of a new thing.
If I mix flavors with a particular soda, it's Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew seems to mix pretty well with everything.
The first soda that I ever mixed up was when I was working in fast food, and we would mix Sprite and orange, and we called it Sprange. Pretty good. I like Sprange to this day. Ain't nothing wrong with some Sprange, little Sprite, little orange. I learned that from one of my coworkers. Deadfool says, blind, my ass. Whoever drank a Coke and thought this might be a Pepsi? Yeah. Yeah, Deadfool. I always said when I saw that commercial back, no, Scott's got one right there. He's accepted the challenge right here.
Yep.
Boom, right there. He's got it. Yeah, I always said that, Deadfool.
Challenge accepted.
When I was younger, I'm like, man, you give me that blind taste test. I'll tell you every time because they have such distinct flavors, Scott, right?
Yep. I can tell it. I've done it. I bought the cans and just had. I can tell it every time.
All Demo says those machines suck. Everything tastes the same, and there's a funky taste to them. Well, yeah, you do get the splatter, and you wonder how much is up in the tube from what the person that was there before you. So there is that aspect to it. That's why I don't really enjoy the ice cream at McDonald's anymore because they're doing all that. They like the flavors and the syrup mixed in and all that shit.
I used to be a vending repair man for Coke for Pepsi. And we travel around and fix fountain sodas.
That's
and
cool.
It was gross, man. You'd be grossed out if you seen when you take them things apart.
The syrup and all, and the gnats that get up in that shit. Yep. Yeah, they're a gnat haven right there. Grape and Coke rocks. I've never tried grape and Coke. Well, it's called Grope. Wait a minute. Maybe that's why he likes it. It's called Grope. Grope. I've never tried grape and Coke. I'll take that under advisement when I have my Sprange. I love cherry Coke, says Tiffany in Washington. Really? You like cherry Coke? That's cool. That's awesome. Well,
I like turtles.
He likes turtles. RC Cola, anyone? Back in the day, that was an old jam when we didn't always have that Coca-Cola money. So, especially when we were a kid outside playing, Scott. So, I rocked some RC when I was a kid.
Yeah, RC seemed to be it was better than the cheapest soda, but not quite as good as it's a good middle of the road soda. It was good. It was satisfying.
You're right, because it all depended on how, like, we have the corner stores, and we'd run to the store or whatever, and depending on how much money I had in my pocket, it's not a Coke day, but RC, I got to RC day. I ain't got that Coke money today. I got that RC money today. So there you go.
And a moon pie.
Oh, yeah, candy. Nat Haven was an R&B singer in the 60s. Nat Haven was? Really? Oh, Nat. Because I said Nat, really? That's what you got? That's All right, let me see what other stories I got for you. Let's get on to some other fun right here on BF Live. I'll go over this one real quick. Let's do a little sports. Like I said, apparently it's a sports theme. My girls are on the sports theme over there at the Bikini Report today. Scott, I know that you're not necessarily the biggest sports fan, even though you like some. I'm only saying this because I'm not a big basketball fan. I've never been a big NBA guy. It's like, just give them 100 points and give me 5 minutes on the clock, and I'd be satisfied. I don't need to sit there through a whole game.
Yep.
But now the NBA is really trying all this. I mean, they're already a big entity, and they got fans, and they make a lot of money. But now they're trying this weird thing, Scott, in-season tournament. They're like doing tournaments in the season, and some of the games count towards the tournament and for your record for the NBA championship at the end of the year. I don't know. Maybe the Bikini Report will help me explain it by explaining it to me more. Please, Bikini Report, let me know what's going on in the NBA with these new playoff or these tournament formats. Take it away, Bikini Girl.
The NBA has made some major changes to this year's All-Star Game. The big thing to know is that All-Star Game is now a misnomer. It'll actually be a tournament. There'll be 4 teams of 8 with 2 semifinals and then a final, with each game being a first to 40. 3 of the teams will be made up of NBA All-Stars. The rosters will be selected by a live draft conducted 10 days earlier by Inside the NBA commentators and honorary GMs Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Shaq.
Bro, that's already too confusing already.
Yeah, I'm lost.
It's like too much math, like all that criteria.
The 4th team will be the winning team from the Castro Rising Stars championship game played on the Friday. That game is a showcase of first and second year talent as well as standouts from the G League. It's a pretty big change, and public opinion has been mixed. Kevin Durant has been the most vocal player against it right now, publicly coming out and saying he hates it and thinks it's a terrible idea. But what do you think? Does this make you more excited for the NBA All-Star Game? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to follow and like the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you. I only displayed that, Scott. Like I said, I'm not the biggest NBA fan, but maybe there's some NBA fans out there. But like when I paused it, I got halfway through it. I'm like, I don't even know what she's talking about anymore. It's like a confused, like just go bounce the ball, just play some ball. What do they say? Shut up and just play ball or whatever. I don't know. That was I just displayed it to show how fucking like utterly confusing it is and baffling it was. But wow, that was a crazy one. Let's see. I love Cherry Cook. We got that one. Got that. We got Deadpool checking in says all I heard was orange, 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 bikini, orange, orange, orange. Well, there you go. I won't give you a test or a quiz on that, Deadpool. 2 Joints checks in with a most generous, colorful $2 super chat and says, "Morning BF vibe, brother." And Scott, have a good show.
Joints.
Boom. I see 2 joints in the morning. I see 2 joints at night. I see 2 joints in the afternoon. He gave me $2. All right. Tom Gully Show says, the 4th team will play the 1st team unless it's a Thursday when the opponents will face off in a spelling contest to determine the matchup and a coin flip. You forgot the coin flip there, Tom Gully. Exactly, my friend. You got out of that report exactly the same thing I did. Like, that is, how can that be fun being a sports fan? Like, now, wait a minute. They're from this bracket and that bracket, and they play these guys, and then they're going to play the young. It's like, forget it. Deadfool's getting the laugh from Cyke Clyde. What's up, Cyke Clyde from Deadfool? The Ravens and Steelers are tomorrow. Boom, says Cyke Clyde. Cyke. I wish I knew what Ravens team was going to show up for me there, buddy. But yes, like we said earlier in the year, it's always exciting when the rivalry, those 2 teams play each other. So that's going to be fun. Just one of the many things to look forward to this weekend. Let me see what kind of stories I got left. Okay, I did this, I did that. So that means I did the other news. So now it's time for our miserable news history. This is what we do, folks. Compliments of our friends at Cyke Labs, who's the curator of all this great content. He provided me with this Miserable Men news report from back in the day where Bob Levy was the newsman on the Miserable Men show. Today, we take you back to November 28th in the year of 2008. That sounds like it's almost around Thanksgiving time. The year is 2008. Miserable Men show, Bob Levy as the newsman. Let's do miserable news history, folks. And as we do here on BF Live, whenever you hear Bob Levy mispronounce a word or a phrase, you type it in the chat the way you thought you heard it. Ready, folks? Hang on tight for miserable news history.
And now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchorman, Bob Levy.
Good morning. My name is Bob Levy, and I like to sit in the bathrooms and smell the seat after a guy finishes taking a big dump. Venezuela. Chavez welcomes Russian warships. La Guria, Venezuela. Russian warships sailed into port in Venezuela on Tuesday in a show of strength as Moscow seeks to counter U.S. influence in Latin America. Russia's first such deployment in the Caribbean since the Cold War is time to coincide with President Dmitry Medvedev visit to Venezuela, the first ever by a Russian president.
Parsippany!
South Korea to pull officials from North on Friday. So South Korean officials will clear out an industrial enclave in North Korea on Friday, a few days before the communist state said it would clamp down on the border crossing between the rivals. The rivals. North Korea said this week it would be expelling South Korean officials and some business managers from the park in Kaesong, just north of the border, on December 1st in an anger at South Korean President Lee Myung-bak's policy to get tough on Pyongyang.
Pyongyang. That's the news. Right here by the Hudson Rivers. Look at Mark. Easy, Mark.
That news report coincides with Black Friday.
What did I get wrong?
Box.
Oh, everything.
You had hi, I'm Rev Bob Levy, and all the rest of it's a toss-up.
My favorite was Rivals. The English language is your rival.
Well, what's funny is he was totally running out of air, and he goes, Rebel! And then he goes, Rivals.
There you go, folks. That was it for today. That was our miserable news history moment provided by our talented friend Bob Levy. A lot of fun. Oh.
Butterfly in the
It's a
sky.
virtual reading rainbow with Bob Levy.
I can go
As I say hello to Joey Catalano checking in on the BF Live chat today. How you doing, Joey C?
Reading. Rainbow
Garibian. What's up, big boss?
can go anywhere.
Bob reads like he's reciting the 1890s telegram.
To know
7 beers ago.
Rainbow.
Painful
Swallow.
and constipated.
Is that a fucking kid's book?
Enclave.
Friends to
Joey
know
C. Brother.
And ways to grow. Reading. Rainbow. Reading. Rainbow. Reading. Rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool.
Look at me go.
Olivia is such a stupid name.
A stupid name for a funny guy that we like featuring here every day at the end of our regular BF Live other news or not so serious news. That was the miserable news history, folks. So there you go. You had it all. You got some other news or not so serious news. You got some BF Live. You got some of the miserable news history moment. What do you say we wrap up this segment and get on to the next one? That was it, folks. That was the BF Live other news or the not so serious news. Let's go. We are having it. We're doing it. It's Friday. The Friday before like the big Christmas kind of holiday session or weekend, whatever you want to call it, the extended time off.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're having it. We got great people hanging out in the chat, a chat family. Got great people hanging out with me. Let's see. Joey Catalano. Wait a minute. Let's look. Joey jumped in. Leave it such a stupid name. Joey Catalano jumped in. So let's say hello to him because Joey did say, where the fuck did it go? It jumped on me quick. Joey Catalano, he just come in and said hello. Man, it jumped on me quick. Look at motherfucker. Wow. Why did it jump like that? Let's see. All right. You got that one. What's up, buddy?
I was just seeing where Joey was saying he got his
dick fixed.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to, because people were telling him he's got to get his dick fixed by the weekend and everything. So I was trying to get there. Oh, here you go. Big Boss says, hey, what's up, Big Boss checking in? He says, LOL, Joey, you got to get your dick working by Christmas. The missus demands it. Let's see. Do you get my dick in a box? Says Space Nerd. My dick in, whoop, my John box. What's up, Catalina? Saying, Cyke, my brother. We got Metalock Lemon. Leave is such a stupid name, says Cyke Clyde, for a guy we love. Granny says, Joey Catalano, what's up, Joey C? Broke Dick Joey in the house. Says JFK Head Chunk. Whoa, Granny, I just got my dick fixed, bro. I got my. I heard him, bro. I heard you saying you got your Viagra, and that somebody's head's getting put through a wall tonight, or he was saying that shit on his show, or on Bob's show this morning. One of the, I don't know. It was on Bob's show. Yeah, somebody's getting their fucking head put through a wall. The missus. We're gonna do it tonight. It's like a real hard too, real hard.
Have fun.
Big Boss says it's got to be the meds that are doing it, Catalano TV. Yeah, I mean, as guys, you know, and plus a lot of people, you know, Joey, stress can do it too, bro. I mean, stress has affected our bodies in weird ways. You know, it affects your heart and all that shit, bro. So slow your roll. Don't let the world rock you. Get that dick up and handle your business. Do what you got to do. It's all about you and the penis, man. Man can't have a non-working penis. Everybody feels empathy for him, don't we, Scott?
And yeah, right away it brings me to mind Andrew. He's got the same problem.
Really?
Probably more severe.
Oh my God. Poor Mrs. C. Haha, she's in for it. Boom. Stormy agrees with you because Stormy says Joey and Andrew should start a club about their dick not working, apparently. Should they start a focus group there, Stormy, men's support group? Hi. Whoa, hi, my name's Joey C, and my penis just recently stopped working. Whoa, hey. Whoa. Oop. And then Andrew would be coming in there like this.
He's always asking us what he should do, and this, you know, we're just four dudes on a podcast. Go talk to a doctor. We tell him it every time, and he just keeps on asking us. Don't never go to the doctor.
Well, plus, bro, like, what can stimulate him anymore? Because you see, we unfortunately catch clips of some of the shit that Andrew looks at online, right? Chicks with dicks and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's desensitized himself.
He's way desensitized. He's like, I don't know if it's a dick. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's see. It's the dick pill. Well, clip it, says Granny. LOL. Another low blow from Stormy coming in there. I don't know if it's a low blow. She's just being real. She just ain't make it like Scott did. Like, wait a minute, Andrew talking about having dick issues. Maybe Joey is. We got to get these boys together. Let's see. Another Stormy. Cyke Labs says, I'm with Big Boss. Don't hurt your heart with those dick pills. Yeah, you got to watch that shit, man. You got to watch it. You got to, the more you know. Hey, it's Joey Cialis. Oh my God. Joey, there's the C in Joey Cialis. You're always wondering what it meant, folks. Deadfool just let us know. Whoa, it's Joey C. Look behind me. You'll see a guy with a raging heart on. Catalano says, Deadfool, great new name. There you go. That's what you got to call your show tonight, Joey C. Whenever you go on again and talk about this, and you're going to talk about it, it's Joey Cialis. That's the title of the show. Porn will kill a wiener, says Terry Nee. Yeah, especially Andrew. He takes in so much stuff. He's like desensitized to anything. He needs to go back to like just old, the kind of the porn we came up on, like no video, just kind of Playboy you find in the woods, right, Scott? We've talked about that before.
Yeah, he watches it every day like it's just a cartoon or something.
Like sitcom. Yeah, it's like sitcom porn to him. LOA, it's the truth, see? So I mean, he wasn't trying to say nothing about nobody. She's just spitting out the truth. She's like, I got two grown ass men coming on podcasts telling me how their dicks don't work. What do you expect a woman to think? There you go. Balls Deep is laughing, which is good. It's a head game right now. That's right. That the one Joey's shoulders, not the other one. That's right, Tits McGee. There is a big psychological element to this, Joey. I mean, Joey's been like going around from show to show. You know, all the guys like give you a hard time and everything. I'm sure you got personal stress going on in your life and everything, and that can make your dick say, nah, we checking out a little bit. Terry Nee's laughing, which is good. Granny says, after Joey's done with Mrs. C, he's going to mug people with it at the local 7-Eleven. Like, come on, I ain't done with this sumbitch yet. You got to help me with this. That prescription priapism. That they say, if you have a hard on for 4 hours, you don't go to the doctor. You call a willing partner. That's what you do. All right, folks. Well, I think we did the BF Live other news. We tacked on our miserable news history moment. Well, looky here. Look at Joey Catalano just simply saying, this is so true. Well, there you go, Joey. That's all. We're just having fun here on BF Live. But you happen to be here just in time, Scott. Look at this. Exactly halfway through the show, brother. Exactly, just in time for a piss break.
Right on.
So what do you say we do that? We're going to take the BF Live piss break right now because we're exactly halfway through 3 hours of live content that we do every day, Monday through Friday at this time, 12 to 3-ish here on East Coast time. So this is what we do. Halfway through the show, we take a piss break. And then on the other side, we basically got a whole nother show on the other side. We got Cyke Labs, Soulful Horoscope Reading, just for the ladies, and whatever else we can get to. We're going to get to it right after this 2.5-minute piss break, folks. So this is what we do. You can grab a drink, you can grab a smoke, you can grab a snack, you can go to the bathroom, grab a friend, and tell them that no one has more fun in the afternoon and the midday than we do right here on BF Live The Vibe. Come on, I see some of you slipping out. Don't go anywhere. Come right back. 2.5 minutes with basically a whole nother show on the other side of BF Live stream show The Vibe 210, folks. It is time for that piss break. See you on the other side in 2.5 minutes as soon as I find the son of a bitch.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I touch my pee-pee and it checks out well. All systems go over here, folks. All systems go on the other side of the piss break on BF Live The Vibe. Welcome to The Vibe. Those are joining us right after the piss break. We're going to get into a whole, basically another show. Stormy says, big boss, low blows, and the truth can't mean the same thing. Can they? LOL. The truth is the truth. It all depends on who's saying it and who's receiving it. You know that. I will remind you that all of our friends, now that I got the great bot wars settled, I will let you know, my bots let you know about 100 Proof Podcasting. That's where we're going to be tomorrow night for the ladies show at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So tune in for that because you're going to see some ladies in the chat that you've probably never seen on camera before. So if you wanted to check that out tomorrow night, you're going to have to tune in at 10 o'clock. And you can click on that right there and go subscribe to that channel. There is Bobby Nick's channel in the lounge on Rumble and also Bobby Nick 1978 on YouTube. There is my link tree right there. If you need to get a hold of me or want to find links to all of my socials and my stores and things, you can find it right there. Froggy checks in and says, Hoya! What's up, Froggy?
Yeah.
Good, man. Well, come on, man. You're here just in time. We're going to jump over. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? We're doing great, Froggy, man. We got a vibe going here. You know that. Every day on BF Live, and we're especially got a good vibe going today because it's like the Friday leading into like the holiday weekend, whatever the holiday is going to be for you. The couple days off of work is a good thing for a lot of people. Hoya Froggy, not sure yet. All right, let's continue with this. Why don't we check the National Day calendar? Because it is the Friday before Christmas. It's always a holiday or celebration for someone or something, and there's some fun stuff to talk about normally. So let's go to the National Day. Hey. Let's do that.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, Lord. Let's frame it like we do because it is December 20th. And Scott, this month blew by, bro. Like literally, just dusted me. I caught you with chewing mid-chew. I'll keep going. I caught my boy mid-chew for a comment. But yeah, I've been saying it like, doing this show Monday through Friday, every day of the week. The weeks blend together, and it seems that we go by, just time flies. And here we are at Christmas, and I can't believe it's going to be 25, like within the next week or so. Next 10 days.
Wow.
Right, exactly, bro. Wow. Wendy is no Don Vito.
Man.
Loving, thank you. Oh, thank you, man. That's just like a beat. Thanks, man. That's just a little beat I made up here on my little boss machine, machine. Thank you very much. Big Boss, but they do look alike. All right, well, let's do these national calendar check because, like I said, there's these weird holidays and celebrations for someone or something. So let's see what they are today. Go caroling is one of the national holidays. I've never done this, Scott. I've always thought, you ever see those depictions of people that walk around your neighborhood and they come to your door and they sing in the neighborhood? I've never taken part in that. Never done that.
Yeah, I did it a couple of years. I used to be in Cub Scouts whenever I was Cub Scout age.
Okay.
And, yeah, I did a couple of years. Go to nursing homes and stuff and carol.
Oh, cool. My children certainly did that. We've had carolers come like knock on the door or be by in the neighborhood, but I've never done it myself. But if you're feeling the holiday spirit or if you want to get into the holiday spirit, today is your day to go caroling. It's also National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, the third Friday in December. This is something that I wasn't really into at first, Scott, but now they have like Star Wars themed ugly sweaters, and they had like the Ravens ugly sweaters. So I have a couple, man. What do you think about the ugly sweater game?
I mean, I could get into it. I ain't got one, but I could get into that.
A couple Christmases ago, when my family was more whole and we lost a couple loved ones, but we had an ugly sweater contest. My oldest daughter wanted to have it, and she got a prize, like some gift cards to give out, and it was a lot of fun, man. So because people like kind of made up their own costumes and all, but they have some hellacious ugly sweaters. But a lot of this was just born out of, Scott, like people going into their grandparents' closet and just like wearing their old funky sweater, and now it's like a niche thing. It's like the cool thing to do, right?
Right.
That's what it seems to be. Let's see. So let's see what everybody's saying about it. It's National Ugly Sweater Day. I think it is pretty funny when I do catch Jimmy Fallon. They have like some really outrageous, hellacious fucking ugly sweaters that they give away on their 12 days of Christmas leading up to it. So it's Ugly Sweater Day if you're feeling it today. It's also National Sangria Today on December 20th. And it's Mud Day. I believe I remember what Mud Day is. Let's see.
Is that the guy that...
Yep, I believe it is too, Scott. Let's read about it. Let's see if we're both right. I believe we're both right about this. And you didn't even say it, but I think we're both thinking the same thing. Mud Day, it's not about mud, bud, or anything. Mud Day on December 20th annually recognizes the birthday of Dr. Samuel Mudd, a man whose name was Mudd after his dealings with one man. You know who this is. We are right. After assassinating Lincoln on April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth rode with his co-conspirator, David Harold, to Dr. Samuel Mudd's home in the early hours of the 15th before crossing into Virginia. Mudd performed surgery on Booth's fractured leg and allowed both men to stay the night. At some point, Mudd must have learned of the assassination. However, he did not report Booth's visit to the authorities for another 24 hours. This delay appeared to link him to the crime, as did his various changes of his story under interrogation. On April 26, authorities arrested Mudd. A military commission found him guilty of aiding and conspiring in a murder and sentenced Mudd to life imprisonment. He escaped the death penalty by a single vote. So was that the one you were thinking it was, Scott?
That's him.
That was one, the guy that treated John Wilkes Booth, the man who killed Abraham Lincoln. It's Mud Day, so this is the day it happened. So there you go. We were both right about that. I do kind of remember that. It's also Underdog Day. I should have pulled some underdog stuff.
Yeah.
I should have.
Underdog lady.
Yeah, I meant to pull some, but I was busy doing other things. What's up, MSIP checking in saying Happy Mud Langford Day? Mud Langford. Let me see who that.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
What's up, MSIP checking in on this day? I like that cartoon. My name is Mud. My name is Mud. That's right. It's not that kind of Mud Day. It's not Primus Mud Day. Let's see. Hey, Stormy. Steve Mud Langford. There you go. Steve Mud Langford. That's why I played this.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
Didn't John Wilkes Booth save one of Lincoln's kids' lives? I I don't remember that part of the story, Granny. You must have learned some history. I didn't. You recall that, Scott?
I don't recall that.
I do not recall. It's also National Sangria Day. Let's look at that. I understand sangria is just basically a mix of like wine and fruit. Across the nation, each year on December 20th, National Sangria Day recognizes a wine and fresh fruit combination that brings a fresh celebration to the table. Sangria is a beverage made with wine and sweetened with fresh fruit and fruit juices. Other ingredients can include herbs, spices, carbonation, and liquor. The combinations are endless, giving sangria a place in the cocktail rotation year-round. Refreshing and light during the hot summer months, bright and sparkling during the winter ones. This fruity brunch is quite versatile. So there you go. I just saw it one day that a bunch of drunks were sitting around, Scott, and they were like, look, we only got a little bit of this left. We got a little bit of that left, and we got some fruit. And they were just alcoholics, and they just put it all in a bowl and got shit-faced. That's my theory.
Made some toilet wine.
That's a good call. That's a good name for it, too. Right. You don't practice Santeria? Do you have a crystal ball? Oh, nope, you don't have no crystal ball. What if you had $1 million? Would you spend it all? It's a picture of Joey C's thumb. Whoa, look behind. Wait a minute. Is that what this is? Oh, MSIP, that's right. Look, Scott.
Oh, I thought that was something totally different, man.
That's Joey C's thumb of love. It's the love thumb right there from MSIP. Checking in. What are you doing? Would you pull the trigger of my love thumb?
I thought that was something totally different.
I couldn't make it. A lot of times I'm doing multiple things, so I don't always catch the avatars unless people tell me. Pull the trigger of that love thumb. There you go. All right, let me see what's going on here.
I thought it was a Frank and Beans.
Oh, let me Frank it.
The thumb. Yeah.
Yeah. No, oh yeah. No, it was John Wilkes Booth's brother. He saved what? Abe's kids. Abe's kids from being hit by a train. Wow, you got some deep ass history, Granny. You have to like enlighten us maybe when you come back on the show next week or next time you come in, man. We'll get into talking about that long form. You seem to know something. He looks pretty good there, MSIP. Stormy says, at least your thumb still works, Joey. I'll satisfy you somewhere. What they say? Love. That's right. Love gun. You know what's up. Love gun. I enjoy me some Kiss now and then. Froggy says, Space Nerd. Peter Chris Drumfill. Yep. It's Paul Stanley. I'm totally heterosexual. I'm Paul Stanley. Let's put the X in sex, guys. Okay, folks. Well, I think we got through all the good ones, and we got a lot of other fun stuff to get onto. So why don't we do that? We talked about this. We talked about that. Hell, we even talked about Kiss. That was the BF Live National Day Calendar check-in. National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
All right, we're having it. We're doing it. I like to think that we already create a vibe here, right here on BF Live, but I'm feeling more of a vibe today by you people, number one, and just the fact of the time of the year we're at, because we're steaming towards Christmas, like it or not. We're steaming towards the end of the year and the start of a whole nother year. I'm happy to be here, happy to be anywhere, and happy to be here with you guys. The comments say, Stormy on the offensive today. BF always gets the references. Let's go. I love this shit, and I love talking shit with you guys, so let's keep doing it. Let's cross that off, and let's do it. Scott, did you see that our friend Wendy jumped on the show yesterday? Did you happen to catch any of that?
I did fast forward when on the replay. I fast forwarded up a little bit, hit and miss, and seen Wendy on there. Yeah, toward the
hell yeah. The awesome Wendy Pack joined us yesterday, sat with me. Bro, she, like, you know how the ladies are always wanting, which I'm sure they are, they're just for the ladies segment, right?
Yeah, right.
So I even called it out. Yes, I even called it out, and I said, look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the lady segment because they're waiting, and I'm do. And all of a sudden, Wendy goes, I think we should do Cyke Labs first. And like totally pissed off her ladies. So she's here not to set it off today. But why don't we do this? Because it is time, because she knows that Cyke is the man. So let's do it. You know what it's time for. It's time for
Cyke.
Cyke.
That's right. This is the time on BF Live where we turn our attention to feature some of the great face swaps and great audio work from our friends at Cyke Labs, Cyke Clyde and Mrs. Ding Dong. They are great curators of this great history from the Miserable Men Show, and they're providing some awesome face swipe and fun content. Very big contributors of the fun that we have in this community and on BF Live. So let's get into a couple of these things, and I will remind you, as always, that Cyke Clyde's link is running, as all of our other friends, throughout the entirety of the show. When you see it go by, folks, just click on it, and that way you don't have to type all those words in there. So let's do this stuff. Let's play a couple of these favorite ones right here from Cyke Labs, and I'll let you know. Watch these at your leisure, and if you're really curious about some of the history of the Howard Stern days and you weren't part of it, or you just want to relive it, you got to click on Cyke Labs on YouTube, because he keeps a lot of this stuff on there, and he has like 8, 10, 12 extended bits that I can't play on here. But this one I can play from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs. I'm just playing these. I'm just picking up because they're a couple of my favorites. I'm loving this one, Scott.
Oh, boy.
This is Stuttering Iggy Pop Melendez, a.k.a. when he was doing his Tonight Show reunion. I think this is really what it looked like. Let's go with that.
Mine was flicking through their jewels and they used to US channel things. And you shouted out. Oaks well, Weber. Oh, and goodwill down there, merch store in the light crib and
I think it sounds like he says something about a merch store or something. There you go. Ooh, Sasquatch. The Sasquatch always coming on first. Coming on next. About to get into some Sasquatch. That guy's fun, man. So there you go, from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs. You know, like every time, Scott, when I would see it, even without John's face on there, when you see Iggy Pop like performing at that age without his clothes on, he looks like he's melting, bro.
Yeah, simmering his abdomen is getting ready to pop.
It just went bad. It just like gave up on him. The midsection just totally gave up on him. But that is from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs. I will let you know that our newest friend, Chops Talk, checking in. Chops. Thanks for checking in and saying some good stuff about BF Live yesterday. And thanks for being back today, buddy. Chops hangs out, you know that, with Korn and all those guys, right, Scott?
Right. Yeah, check him out over there.
That's right.
BYB.
Yep. Stormy, the lovely Stormy, checks in with number 4 towards the goal of 10 super chats today of any amount. Number 4, who else will help with the goal? That's right. I learned from the best, all the best broadcasters like Aaron Eimholt. He has a goal. I needed a goal. I need to be more like Aaron, except for not in my personal life. Thank you to the lovely Stormy for the $1.99 and the encouragement. Stormy's getting the love from Chops Talk. Chop gets it right back from Stormy. Hey, Chops from the nerd. Leper Rock says Big Boss. Space Nerd getting the love from Chops Talk. Everybody's laughing and having fun. We're having a party, and we're going to continue on with more Cyke Labs content right here on BF Live. Let me find my next piece for you that I have for you right here. It is the holiday season, so we got to get all these holiday theme ones in while we can, because like in a week or so, it ain't going to be no point in playing this. So we're riding into the holidays, and we're going to ride into the holidays on the Levy horse with Bob Levy.
Burrito sabanero al canino de Belén, con mi burrito sabanero al canino de Belén, cinere, voy canino de Belén, cinere, voy camino de Belén, tuki 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 tuki. Tuki tuki dubida, apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar.
That's right, folks. We're riding into the holidays on the Levy horse. Right here on BF Live during our Cyke Labs content segment. Look, you can hear it right there. There it is. Oh, there he goes. Chops is laughing, which is a great sign right here on BF Live. This is Cyke Labs Chops Talk. You can catch his link flying around in the chat here and check out some of this stuff on your own time, buddy, because he has a lot of fun content over here if you like what you're seeing already. This is just our Cyke Labs content segment on my show. I love featuring Cyke Labs and many other creators like Terry Nee and Stacey Allen and all the rest. And here's another one from Cyke Labs. If you like that one, Chops, let me know what you think about this one. Because Cyke caught Stuttering John in the gym, buddy. This is our word strength, Stuttering Johnny Melendez.
Feel the pump.
He's a pump, all right. There you go. You know, it's funny, Scott. You know, when I was in school, we always had that one kid or something that had that kind of edge to him. And that's what we always said about him. Like, because he seemed like harmless or innocent enough. But that's a kid where if you like pissed him off, he's got that R word strand and he would fuck up your world, man, right?
That's a real thing, yes.
It's a real ass thing, man. Like so the R word strength, that is a real thing. And that's from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs there. Thank you. Big Boss checks in from Canada with the CA. It says, thank you for the $5. He says, I'll help. Early Merry Christmas, Bobby, Fran, Stormy in the chat. Thanks, Big Boss. Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Thank you, Big Boss, for checking in, and thank you for the $5 and keeping the vibe alive. I think that's number 5 to the goal of 10. Chops is laughing again. So well done. Thank you, Cyke. Thank you, Chops. And that's Cyke Clyde right here on YouTube. Check him out. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Stormy. You guys are awesome. See? This is a vibe. This is what we do here. This is what we have fun. Thank you. We're a family. We're a vibe. Thanks for looking out for me, guys. I got some more Cyke Labs content, but I'm going to have to wait until after these commercial messages. We'll be right back with more Cyke Labs content after these words.
Pride for me is not being ashamed of being gay anymore. Delta supports everyone of every group, whether you're gay, whether you're straight.
I started in the women's uniform. I didn't feel like it was me. Once I made the switch to the men's uniform, I can't even like describe how I feel and how it helps me feel confident in who I am. Every day when a male flight attendant meets me and I'm wearing my vest and my tie, I always say, hey, twin, like that.
I'm a little upset because you look better than I do in the male uniform.
Get out of here.
Hey, twin. I'm going to see this. The Sasquatch keeps playing. We're going to have to put a little Sasquatch break in at the end of this. I'm needing some Sasquatch. Wait, let me see. Thank you, Stormy, again. Granny says, I hate to say this, but BF and Chops would gel really well. Well, thank you very much. I'm not sure. Let's see. Big Boss. You smoking the trees? Thank you for the Merry Christmas. MFC. Merry fucking Christmas. Thank you, Big Boss. Thank you, everybody. Chops checks in and says, Granny, it's the radio in us. Hey, Chops, you got that radio got a thing in you, buddy? Hey, man, it's 53 minutes past the hour. How you doing, Chops? Hey, twin, says Cyke Clyde, the actual purveyor of all of this crazy content here. Well, that's, like I said, I like to play them, and I got a new piece of Cyke Clyde that isn't going to disappoint. So let's do this next one here. Let's play another one. This is a favorite that if I don't play it, you ask for it anyway, so I'm going to play it. He likes turtles, and we like Bob Levy.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right. You're a great zombie. And
yeah, you're a great zombie. Scott, somebody called an audible yesterday in the chat, and remember, I did this report a couple months ago. Remember when they brought him out for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Because now he's a grown-ass man now. Remember that?
I remember.
Yeah, so Wendy was on, and so we had Wendy on. We played the old one, we played the new one, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, now he's basically a grown-ass man. He's an adult. So that's an oldie but a goodie. If I don't play it, I hear people, they request it anyway. So why don't we do this? All right, let's do the latest piece from Cyke Labs right here because it's a good one, and everybody's going to love it. And then let's get on some other fun. And I'll always remind you, watch this stuff at your own leisure and time on Cyke Labs right here on YouTube. Wow. I don't know what I'm about to see here, but I know it's going to be good because it's from Cyke Clyde. This one, Scott, I think Space Chief's going to like it. You'll probably like it too because this mixes a lot of stuff. This is the Reverend Bob Basil Marceau with a Christmas theme, buddy. So Space Chief 75 loves Basil. We all love some Basil. Little Basil, a little Bob, a little Christmas, a little fun. It's a vibe. BF Live. Let's watch it. Look at this. It's called Basil Come Christmas. A Kitty Hawk production. Let's see what this is.
What you gonna get me come Christmas? I think I already know. I shot some mistletoe.
Glasses.
Even though it's early December, I know we'll be putting up lights come Christmas. We'll be baking a ham, boiling a can. Gonna be a night to remember. Oh, Christmas turns me on. Too many days and too many nights till Christmas Eve. Don't forget the very
Is that
best
Bob and,
gift
that's Bob and Gina.
from free.
Gina's much more pretty.
Oh, how's about a hand for Christmas?
How are you supposed to
All the
find your
secrets
glasses
you
in the
keep
tree? What the fuck?
Waiting so good and
What if
sweet.
you're blind?
I know it's early December, but I get so carried away. Oh, I guess I'll have to wait until Christmas. Dancing by the brass band, won't it be grand? It's gotta be a night to remember, because Christmas turned me on.
Whoa.
Too many days and too many nights.
Menti.
Until Christmas Eve. But don't forget, the very best gifts come for prices of
It's not
kisses.
Joey C's feet.
How's about a hint for Christmas? All the secret you keep, waiting so bittersweet. I know it's early December, but I get so carried away. Oh, I guess I have to wait till Christmas. Dancing by the brass band, but baby, won't it be tell her it's gonna be a night to remember? So bring on the bells and carol with bell. Oh, sugar plum, bring on the fun. Come Christmas.
There you go. Oh,
Nailed
we're gonna
it.
play it now. Here we go. Let's play a little sax squatch while I talk up the next thing we're going to do. That was Cyke Clyde. We're going to get into a little sax squatch, keeping the vibe good here. We got a Christmas vibe going on. Thank you, Cyke Labs, for that Christmas themed fun right on time at the end of the year. Oh, Terry's like, oh shit, I know what that oh shit, that's what that means. Because he knows that BF Live is a vibe. Me and Terry's going to go check out Sax Squatch when he comes around. Maybe you can too. Space Nerds ready? We got a little Christmas music. Let me check this off. We're going to get done with Cyke Labs. We'll make our way to Just for the Ladies. We'll do that. What else? I got all kind of stuff written down here. Maybe a little Terry Nee knowledge break. Maybe we'll get into the Christmas price game that we did a couple days ago. Stacey Allen, a lot of you seem to like that. Guessing the prices of toys back in the day in today's dollars. We'll get into that. Fun with focus groups. Crushing it. I even have some women working wood. But we're in the holiday spirit here, folks. And we'll get you more in the holiday spirit than a sax squatch playing sax. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Stacey Allen's back in time. She's going to enjoy that game when we do it later. After this little sax squatch break. We can do that one too, Terry. Thank you. I got so much content from you, buddy. I can't keep it. Look at that shit. That is a cool guitar. Yeah, look at that. It looks like his bass has only got 4 strings on it. Yeah, it looks like it's his bass. He just puts a couple beats in there. Got you, Terry. Floppy holidays, everybody. Flappy. Flappy. Oh yeah, I got all kind of stuff written down here. We could even get into, we have time. I have the time when Sal wanted to spend the night over at Howard's place. We could get into maybe a BF whack package about that. Mashup madness, holiday songs, all kind of stuff. Let's see what we can get to. We're at the top of the hour. It's 2 o'clock right here where I'm coming to you from with BF Live. We got at least one more hour. We have one more hour to go of fun. So don't go anywhere yet, folks. Just a little, just sax squatch, little musical interlude. A Christmas song. It's a vibe. It's a Christmas vibe today. Me, Scott, chat family. Sookie now. Gina knows what's up. She says, hey, loving the vibes in here. She knows what's up. It's getting sexy. Merry Christmas, everybody. No matter how it is, you always got chat family, no matter what your family situation is. This is a beautiful version of the song. Sasquatch don't play, he's the real deal. I'll run the element, and after this, it's time to give a present to the ladies. Maybe a Just for the Ladies segment coming right up. There you go. Let's wind down out of that little sack squatch. There you go. That's a lot of fun, man. I love that. He's a good vibes guy, and he plays some good fun music there. So that's what we do. This is the vibe. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I hope you enjoyed that last segment, because that was Cyke Labs.
Cyke.
Let's go. That was Cyke Lab. And go watch that stuff. Go watch all that Cyke Lab stuff with Bob Levy. There's some great full audio bits and stuff from Miserable Men Days if you want to catch up on that or live it again. Thank you, Cyke. Thank you, Ding Dong. Let's keep the ball rolling right here on BF Live, because we got an hour of fun to fit in. So why don't we do it? And they've been so patient and waiting for it. And it's a lot of fun to provide something for the lady. Did you just audibly out loud groan? Did you?
Yeah.
Did you just groan out loud at this segment, Scott?
I
didn't know it
think
bothered
so.
you that much, buddy. I thought you were okay with it. A little hard to sit through, you think?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about hard.
There you go. Interesting choice of words here. Well, I got a couple pieces of content. You know, Scott, it's great having the ladies in the chat. We always talk about these sausage parties, right? So I'm just a sucker enough that I'll do something special for the ladies. This content isn't for me, and it isn't for the guys. This is for Chelino, Granny, and this is just for the ladies.
Slow down and real. Let's take it nice and easy. Bringing all the heat. Making hearts go crazy. You know what they crave in every single frame. Just for the ladies, we're playing this game. The Cyke stuff needs to be shorter, so we see more juicy mammy just for you and me. BF likes it more than anyone else. He's loving every second, everything he melts. Ladies gather around, the show's just begun. So for you, we're having our fun.
Let's go. That's right. Space Nerd always has to coax me along because she knows that I catch a lot of grief for doing this segment. But thank you for Space Nerd and Stacey Allen, all you guys that produced this segment right here. This is just for the ladies. Thank you, BF Live, the vibe. That's right. You got to keep me straight. I try to imagine what the ladies get beanie for. Well, you're about to find out. Gina's ready, checking in for BF Live, just for the ladies. Gina, this is the best segment. I can see that. Chops Talk is wood. He's got wood going on. Where do I slip this dollar bill? Right over here, girlfriend. Right over here. Let's see. Oh, Space Nerd is already bricked up and hadn't even started yet. Big Boss is laughing. Was that Chris Abels? I don't know if that was Chris Abels, but this is Chris Abels because this apparently wasn't enough man meat for these ladies. So I had to up the segment. They had to send me that's actually Chris Abels and me. That's not photographed or photoshopped in any way. That is me. Gino Babino, you can do it in the form of a BF super chat. That's right. That's right. You can super chat. Just stuff it in my super chat garter there. Gino Babino. What? Tyranny's bricked up. That's not appropriate. Oh, it says Scott in the middle.
Got my name in there. Graffiti.
That's really not appropriate. Oh my God. Scott! Tyranny is bricked up for Scott. Well, thank you. Look at this. Look who stuffed it in my virtual garter belt. Gino Bobina hits me with a $1.49 super sticker. Here we go. There you go. Thank you for stuffing that in my garter, Gina Bobina. MSIP checks in right behind her. Thank you for your $2 super chat. Cyke just texted me. He loves the For the Ladies segment. He said it wasn't long enough, didn't he? Cheers to you, Gina Bobina, as you laugh and as I show you the first piece of content, Gina. Now, Gina, keep in mind that this content isn't for me, and it isn't necessarily for Scott. Let me take this picture down so we can actually do the bit here, so we can do the segment. This ain't for me. It's not really for Scott. It's mostly for Chelino, Granny, but it's definitely just for the ladies. Here you go, Gina, and all the ladies. Here's your first piece of content just for you. Here we go. Oh, let me turn the sound on, I guess. BF! BF! Oh. Chelino is a nice lady. I don't know if Chelino is a nice lady, but Chelino is a big endorser of this segment. Whenever I would play ladies, he would always complain, Scott. What's that, buddy?
I think that guy's going to have sex with that horse.
Ooh, maybe. Maybe he does. Maybe. They're going to do it in the hay. He's like, going to run away. Like, yeah. Let me see. Gonna get it. All right, well, there you go. There's your first piece, ladies. Let's see. I love a cowboy. Let's see. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I think you're advocate of that. So, there it is right there. See? You crazy ass ladies. Big Boss was laughing at the last thing you said. There you go. Scott is getting all the love. That's right, because you got the thing from Terry Nee. He's like,
got a pickle with something there. Yeah.
That smile gets me, says our friend. Yeah. Space Nerd. Hold me closer, tiny horse, says Terry Nee. Tits McGee. Tits the season. I like that. Tits the season, the show them titties. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Space Nerd, I wouldn't mind getting a hold of you, says MSIP. Okay, keep it in your pants in the chat. You know, do that, fornicate in your own time. Let's get into this a little bit. You know, ladies, I've always heard the kind of legend that they always say if a woman ever saw you like just vacuuming or cleaning your house, it would like make them real horny and turn them on, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I might have tried to like wash a dish or maybe clean up a room in order to get a little favor out of women. So I know women are attracted to this, but this next thing, it's not for me. This is just for the ladies. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this because it's 2 minutes long. This is called the hot dad who wants to load your washer. Doing chores. We're gonna turn them on with chores, Scott. Joey just reported his dick is suddenly working again after this segment. Now look, see, this is all ladies want. They just want you to do the dishes. This makes them moist. I kind of pulled. Here you go, see? House cleaning porn. This is all ladies want, Scott. Or cook, see?
Should I go get a mop?
Yeah, maybe. We're going to need a clean up on Algina Bobina. Going to need a mop bucket. This guy needs to come to my house and clean. Yeah, what surfaces do you want him to clean, though? And what do you want him to use as a towel?
Don't let him do your laundry. Apparently, he shrank his.
Look at that. Scott's like, this man don't even have clothes that fits him right. Don't let him do your laundry. Look what he did to his own shit. Yeah, apparently he's not good at laundry, Scott. Yep. You should try out to do all these things, like you do a crazy dance for your lady or you wear something special for them, Scott. They don't want any of that shit or do a helicopter your dick in front of them. They don't want any of that. You just do this shit and you got them all moist. He's laughing at you, Scott.
It's kind of slow, too.
My mister cooks every night. He's the sexiest man I know, see? They don't want to see your penis, they don't want nothing. Just clean the fucking house and then maybe I'll let you lay me. Rinse the plate, you fool. I agree, Terry Nee. I don't ever trust the machine that was going to get all of that. See? Look, we got opinions from the guys in here. Rinse those plates, you savage. It's the season. Look, Peter Sky Parker's checking in. Ew, rinse that damn pasta sauce off the plate before you put it in the washer. Isn't it funny how guys can nitpick like the stupid shit? Like, that's funny. Ooh. Exactly. There you go. What's up, PSP? Checking in. Where's the lady at? Is there a lady that's going to like this or come in the room and fuck him or something?
I think he's got his lady's underwear on.
Where the fuck did she go, Scott? Bro. I need somebody like coming around the corner, like seeing me doing that, and we got to handle some business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, that's the whole thing. Oh, well, I guess you get a little brownie points for that. Like, look, honey, you just cleaned up the kitchen so well. Let's go fuck. It's kind of what you expect. Oh, you clean the kitchen? Well, I'll obviously lay down for you. Hey, Space Nerd. Gerald Hand says, I knew comedian Rosie O'Donnell was gay when she was the only wanted a man to paint her house. Gross towel. Gino Abina's laughing, which is good. Tits McGee says, Space Nerd, I believe women should have multiple husbands. Jobs for everyone. Oh, so now you're coming around to the way men think when we want multiple women, for one for cooking and cleaning and one for just, handling your business with, See? That's right. I like how you think, Tits McGee. Tits the season. I'd like a harem, see? That's pretty much how it works. As a house husband, I can confirm house cleaning equals aphrodisiac, says our friend Chunks Chopstock checking. I said Chunks. I had Chunk Squad stuck in the brain. There you go. Chops, I'm all about it. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's why I try to vacuum the house, like naked and stuff. But I don't know. Let's see. Doesn't always work for me. Well, let's see. I got more content for the ladies. All right, so they like that too. They like cleaning. I've heard that many times that that's an aphrodisiac. But let me show another piece of content because I love you so much. I put myself and all the men through all this stuff, playing content that isn't for me, and it isn't for Scott. It's just for the ladies. And this was provided by the ladies. And they got the bow chicky wow wow even, Scott.
Okay.
I mean, tell me they ain't playing the seed. That's like porn music, brother.
Yep. Ouch. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, straight up porn music. It's going to replace a button on your shirt, Scott.
And Steve walks in next.
Whoa, you can. Steve walks in. Hey, Steve, I picked your shirt. It's all big. Wow, he can dress himself. Wow, there he is. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, Space Nerd says he doesn't need a button. He don't even need a shirt. All right, we get it. I'm not going to sit here and watch him until its completion. I'm not going to watch this till his completion or my completion or any of your completion. That's just a guy putting a button on a shirt trying to make the ladies horny. But I kind of tend to agree with Scott. I think his boyfriend would have came around the corner. Steve.
Hello, Frisco.
Yeah. Did you put that button on my shirt yet, you son of a bitch? Let's see. He doesn't need a button. Hey, John, sometimes for a quick ride. LOL, I'm just wrapping some gifts now. There you go. All right. Look, he's trying to show off. He's trying to show off in the chat, Scott. Going, look, I can wrap my own gifts over here, ladies. I can do some housework too. I'm terrible at wrapping gifts, Scott. I can wrap them, but I don't cut the excess off, and so mine have their own airbags on the end of them, bro. I leave all the excess on them. You could practically throw them son of a bitches.
I do mine pretty straight, pretty tight. I do mine.
Do you?
Good.
I have a tendency to leave too much paper on the end, and I fold it up into that triangle tip, and I just tape it on there, and they end up being like puffy. It looks like a freaking pillow, right? So I'll be doing. I have a tradition, and I'll be doing that Christmas Eve, Scott, because I'm like many men. I tend to be a procrastinator. I'm proud of myself because normally I'm not getting my wife's Christmas cards until the Christmas Eve, brother. But I have them already, so I'm ahead of the game, son. I'm 4 days ahead.
Hell yeah.
So what I typically do, because I'm always procrastinating, is that on Christmas Eve I put myself in one room by myself, and I'll have my little rapping session. I'll smoke a little bit. I play Dice's disc of The Day the Laughter Died. Because that's funny. It's around Christmas time of the year. He talks about, let's go seek the tree and all that stuff. So that's my little tradition. So that's what I rap. Pay off the mortgage. That's sexy, said Terry Nee. And he says, fuck the dishes. Pay for the house, goddammit. There you go. Tits McGee says, growing up, my dad had the best sewing from the Army. Gina Babina is having a good time laughing. I still can't get over that dude putting dirty dishes in the washer. That's going to haunt him for the rest. I never like that. I don't ever trust that either, PSP. You got to pre-rinse something. Do a little bit. He says, like, I wash my car before I go through the car wash. I clean my house before I have the cleaning service come over. Wow, it's getting your OCD. PSP's getting the laughs from Chunk and from Gino Bobina. I shave and take clippers to my head before I get a haircut. Well, damn, bro, you got all the advanced stuff going. Well, let's see what else we got going on here. It is, I think this is kind of what happened after the guy was done sewing the shirt, Scott, on this next piece of content that I have that's not for me. And it's not for you. This is just for the ladies. So after he was done sewing on the button, this happened next.
Sexy Santa, bring me toys, but not the ones for little boys. I have been bad instead of trucks. Bring plugs, whips, chains, gags, and handcuffs.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Santa, I've been naughty all year long, so you would visit me on Christmas Eve and use your spending on me.
We needed that, Scott.
I'm not gonna lie. Last year was the blast, the two of us were having fun until the morning light. I thought you'd maybe call me right, so you did not, I wonder why.
Scott wins.
Feel guilty for a fact I know. She's screwing all the elves. She's a ho ho ho. Sexy Santa, stay the night.
All right, that's quite enough of that. I can hardly take the heterosexual man. I'm sure not putting up with that right here on BF Live. Gay boy, says Terry Nee. So festive, says Tits McGee. That's right, we're being festive here. LOL. There you go. Salute from the big boss. No problem. And Scotty is getting the shout out love as we continue on. All right, I got one more piece, and then we're going to get into some other fun stuff, Scott. I hope the ladies are having fun with this. I'm making our way through it. All right, this is my last piece of content. That's not for me, and it's not for Scott. This is just for the ladies segment right here. Here's your last piece, ladies, and then on to more fun. Here we go. Be it. Got right here. Wait there says I am bad and I think I need to be arrested. That tone. All right, that's quite enough of that. That is quite enough of that and quite enough of this segment right here. And I trust that you loved and appreciated that because that wasn't for me and that wasn't for Scott. It was mostly for Chilino and Granny, and it was definitely just for the ladies.
Slow down and real. Let's take it nice and easy. Bringing all the heat. Making hearts go crazy. You know what they crave in every single frame. Just for the ladies, we're playing this game. The Cyke stuff needs to be shorter, so we see more juicy mammy just for you and me. BF likes it more than anyone else. He's loving every second, everything he melts. Ladies gather around, the show's just begun. So for you, we're having our fun.
Are having it. We are doing it right here on BF Live, little pre-Christmas celebration. Even though I'll be doing Monday, Tuesday. Here's our public service message.
Not to be a cunt, it's Christmas. Take a tip from Santa's home. The rest of us are doing our best to be jolly. So don't go looking like you swallowed a bunch of holly. Don't shout at carols, sing us and tell them to stop. Don't buy your presents from the Oxman shop. For fuck's sake, be merry, have another sherry. Try not to be a cunt. Try not to be a cunt. Look, there's the reindeer. I'm sleighing up to Lapland. Try not to be a cunt. C-U-N-T, cunt. cuntity, cuntity,
Cuntity, cuntity, cunt. Hey! That's a public service message. If you're not into the holidays, just try not to be a cunt this Christmas. There you go. Thank you, Terry Nee, for providing that little fun right here. Oop, I got to sign in for this again. Well, Scott, you know, we are heading into the holidays, and we often talk about the holidays are never the same for any two people, and everybody's got different situations, but we always talk about we got chat family. So we have to see the vibes going into this holiday weekend. Before we do, let's go to the chat a little bit. Jerry Lahane says, question for the ladies. Extra points for pets in the pictures. Are they a turn on? So let our friend Jerry Lahane know that in the chat right here as I refresh this page. I'm getting some stuff ready. Let's see what else is being said. Space Nerd is laughing. She also thanked me and said she's going to be sending more content coming my way soon. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. Scott Fitzpatrick says, the last one was the 2/5 of the village people. Give me a gay MCA. We have Granny says, them Spanish fellers look too buff to jump a border wall. Oh boy. Thank you, Granny. See, notice how I backed off your sponsorship, Granny. I don't want you suing me. Your YouTube lawyer contacted me and said you didn't want to sponsor just for the ladies anymore, you son of a bitch. This song is for you, Tom. Try not to be a cunt this Christmas. Thank you, Tess McGee, for saying that was the best segment. Tom Gully says, Space Nerd, it wasn't the pictures, it was the music that got him. Well, none of it is for you, Tom Gully. I'll have you. They'll get quite violent with you, and you know they will attack you. It depends if you're Rob Saul. Rob Saul, we don't even speak, though.
I know I have a lot of gay tendencies, but
well, there's a reason for that.
I was raised by a gay man.
All right, well, that notwithstanding, why don't we do this? It's 2:22. It's all twos on my clock where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States, folks. But we're going to have fun up to the 3 o'clock hour, 3-ish. And one of the ways we're going to do it, we got to check those horoscopes to see what the stars have in mind for us coming up this upcoming weekend and week leading up to Christmas. So let's do it. You throw your signs in the chat. I go to the studio and rub my crystal balls in my pants most aggressively as I bring you BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Oh, yeah. I'm over here now. I have become equipped with crystal balls. I'm one of the few horoscope readers that has their own crystal balls contained within my pants. I'm going to play my porn/horoscope music to set the proper vibe. You're going to throw your sign into the chat, and we're going to read them soulfully. Scott Fitzpatrick, I read your Cancer the other day, but since you're here and you weren't the other day, I'm going to read Cancer for you and that creepy bastard Brian Clauder behind you.
Right on.
Because I know that you are both Cancers, so this is for... So happy to see you there. Shout out to Brian Clauder. Shout out to everybody watching. I'm going to read Cancer for my friend Scott Fitzpatrick and Brian Clauder, that horny guy behind him who always tends to show up during this segment. So here you go, Cancer. This is for all my Cancer friends joining us for BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Cancer, today is a 7 out of 10, Scott, so I hope you're having that kind of day. Your horoscope says that talk is cheap. Don't believe everything that you hear. Postpone a financial discussion. Revise your plans to navigate the changes. Adapt your actions to the current circumstances. All right. So it sounds like you got to assess the situation, postpone your financial discussion, and revise your shit. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, Cancer, and have a great holiday weekend.
I'll take it.
All right, good. I'm glad you like that one. What do we have? Let's see where he left off at. We got Terry Nee, who's all bricked up for Granny now. It says Granny, but I know him. Oh, see, now you're making Scott jealous. You can't be bricked up for two men during one show. LOL, Terry. Look out, Terry. That was the crab. What is the crab? That's the I don't know. I don't always get the whole. What is the crab?
That's Cancer, ain't it? Right.
It's crab Cancer. You got me. I got the 69 symbol on that. I don't know. I'm very bad with the symbols, but we'll read it. There. We got the crab again. Granny says, Terry Nee, I don't give a shit how festive you make that turkey. I ain't listening to no bird. I'm listening to no bird, but bird is the word around here on BF Live. He ain't listening. You jive. So you a jive turkey. Leo, please, for Space Nerd. This is for my friend Space Nerd, who helps produce and provides the content for that last segment just for the ladies. as well as Stacey Allen and Tits McGee and a lot of other ladies. But I digest. We're going to do Leo right now for my friend Space Nerd and all the other Leos joining us here on BF Live. I think Tiffany Washington might be a Leo. I know the lovely DJ Electrify is a Leo. So let's read this for all of our Leo friends. Hey, Leo friends, today is a 9 out of 10. So I hope you have a great 9 out of 10 day. New income is possible, Leo. Keep an open mind and abandon a preconception. Avoid misunderstandings. Wait a minute, I'm losing the reading a little bit. Let me rub my crystal balls. Damn, that feels good. Let me see. Avoid a misunderstanding. Follow your budget carefully, Leo. Avoid distracting temptations. And look before leaping. That's for my friend Space Nerd. And all the other Leos joining us here today for BF Live. Soulful Horoscope Readings. Gerald Haynes says, Tom Golly, I get too much fun from pissing you off and your fine shows and will refrain in future when possible. Well, it's funny, Gerald Haynes, because I'm not telling any kind of podcast secrets here. For whatever reason, there is a faction that really enjoys going after Tom Golly, and they really act like they truly dislike him. I don't know if they do or not, but then there's other factions, Scott. I think people are just piling on now because it's funny. It's fun, you know?
Yeah, all I don't really. All I know with him really is I asked him Kahuna asked him the gay monkey joke.
That's true. Yeah. The gay monkey question didn't go. It didn't. I will say this, Scott, that maybe in the right context, not coming out of the blue from Joey C, maybe it would have went over a little different. Maybe, I don't know. But at any rate,
actually, his reaction is kind of what any reaction for that joke.
Yeah, it was all good. It all goes on the reel. But yeah, like I said, it's two fact. Now there's just people that do it like, hey man, this is what we're all doing. We're all clowning on Tom Golly. But Tom Golly's fine with me. I don't mind him. We're all different in our own way. Libra for my friend Granny. Thanks, Granny, for checking in, and maybe we'll have Granny on next week when you can make it. So this is for my friend Libra, for Granny, and all the other Libras joining us today for BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Libra and Granny, today is a 7, bro, so I hope that's the kind of day you're having. Postpone an expansion, Libra. Find a peaceful resting spot. Lower your stimulation level. Keep your hands off your dick. Consider what's ahead. Stay objective in a tense situation. And keep secrets and your confidences. You don't be telling everybody's business. Peter Sky Parker checks in with C and an R, so I'm going to say that's Capricorn, maybe? Capricorny? Or Cancer. No, that's Cancer. There we go. You don't have to make it cryptic, PSP. It's hard enough to catch these things on the fly in real time. This is for my friend PSP, proper modulation, Peter Sky Parker. This is for Peter Sky Parker and all of the other cancers or cunts, maybe that is. I don't know. I already did Cancer, but I'm going to do it one more time for my friend Peter Sky Parker. Today is a 7. Talk is cheap. Don't believe everything you hear. Postpone a financial decision. Revise your plans to navigate changes. Adapt your actions to current circumstances. PSP. Tierney's laughing, which is good. It looks like Brian is riding bitch. Yes, when he's behind you, he's a little excited for that horoscope segment, isn't he, Scott?
Yeah, lucky
riding bitch.
Between us.
Riding dirty. PSP's getting the laugh from Big Boss as the lovely Gina Babina checks in with her request for a Leo. Well, since you're not here every day, I'm going to read the lovely Leo for the lovely Leo. I know we kind of read it already for what I said, the ladies, Tiffany Washington and DJ Electrify. But since you're a guest here today in the chat and I don't always see you, I'm going to read Leo once again for lovely Gina Bobina. And you gave me a most generous $1.49 super sticker in my virtual garter. So here we go, my virtual drawers, if you will. So this is for the lovely Gina Bobina. Today's a 9, Gina. I hope that's the kind of day you're having, Gina. New income is possible. Keep an open mind and abandon some preconceptions. Avoid misunderstandings. Follow your budget carefully. That's right. And avoid distracting temptations. And look before leaping. And thank you for your participation and for your generous $1.99 in my virtual underwear. Leo, you got the Leo right there from Chops Talk. You got it too. Yesterday's 9 out of 10 was not true. I hope this 9 out of 10 is true. Damn, I'm sorry about that, Space Nerd. Gina Bina is looking, and she's looking at the tip. It's always about the tip. I don't know what Tom Golly's sign is, but he's definitely a Cancer. Son of a bitch. I see what you did there, PSP. I definitely appreciate the Tom and Bob shows. It's a lot of fun. Like, Bob is, Once again, not even a great kept secret. Bob is basically good with anybody. Bob end basically is normally a thing, right, Scott?
Yeah.
I see you shaking your head.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Bob can roll with and work with any kind of situation that kind of happens at this point. Gina's laughing, which is good. Peter Scott Parker says of Tom Gully, he's a sensitive bitch who blocks people on his channel for the slightest thing, and he abuses his wrench in Joey's chat. There's a good reason everyone hates him. And I understand that, Peter, and I can't control the world, and I can't control how you feel about anybody. But what I think is so funny about all this now is that there are people like you that have expressed a kind of a couple paragraph opinion of Tom, and then there's other people that just do it because they're having silly fun and they don't mean it at all. They don't really care one way or the other. Gina's laughing. I ain't no snitch, and yeah, I got 2 weeks off starting Monday. All right, well, come in, talk about what you want to talk about when you can. PSP's getting a laugh from the nerd. PSP says, so don't pay my mortgage? Got it. Terry Nee says, Scott, Tom lost his monkey in a boating accident, and he's still emotional about it. The old boating accident. I hate when that happens. I hate when you lose your monkey on a boating accident. Hey, where's my monkey? Hey! Oh, shit. There went the monkey.
Can't swim.
Monkeys can't swim. Everybody knows monkeys can't swim. Oh, shit. There he went. It's snowing in Middle River, Maryland. She told the world, Docs. Been snowing in Harrisburg. Docs also says Terry Nee. That's right here. We're here kind of in the East Coast, mid-Atlantic area, so we're all getting kind of the same weather. Yay for Gina Bobina. I'm getting ready to leave soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gina Bobina. It's not every day we see you on BF Live. I'll be on Monday and Tuesday. I'll do a Christmas Eve show, but if we don't see you for any of them, have a joyous Merry Christmas, and thank you again for your generous super chat. And thank you for reading my horoscope. You got it, PSP. Thank you, Big Boss. Appreciate you, man. We're not done yet. But I appreciate saying good show today up to this point. Come back again, Gina Bobina. She says she definitely will. Tom's a good egg, says Gina Bobina. It's all in fun. That's what I'm saying, Gina. This is so silly. I can't think of any one person that I actually hate, Scott. I don't hate anybody. There might be people that I dislike or don't really tune into their shows as much, but I don't really hate anyone.
Yeah, Rob Saul makes me nauseous, but I don't.
Okay, well, see, you fucked me up with that one. See,
I was raised by a gay man.
Okay, maybe there's one person I hate in this. Maybe I don't know.
I know I have a lot of gay tendencies. But
there you go. Whatever. You pulled it. That's a good pull right there, Scott. You got me on that one. Let's see. Gina says, I'm off today. I'm usually at work when you're live. Yeah, Gina, and I understand that can be a thing. I am trying to cut my own niche in this time spot where I know a lot of people work. But if there's ever a chance where you can catch us or just put us in your earbud, we'll keep you entertained during the day. Thanks, Gina.
Get your priorities straight, Gina.
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck? Trained monkeys rip off tourists in third world countries, but don't come on your back. That is true. I think you've been watching too much Indiana Jones or something where they got the trained monkey and they're going through the crowd in the villages and pickpocketing. He's got trained pickpocketed monkeys. Love you guys. Have a great show. Thank you, Gina, and come back again when you can. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and read mine. I'm not seeing any more signs, so I'm going to read Virgo, and this will act as your last call. Any last call for any last signs that I would need to read for you as I read mine. I'm a Virgo, and it's no longer true that I'm a virgin. Today is a 9 out of 10. I'm feeling it. I always try to have that kind of day anyway. Proceed with caution. Oh, shit. Tempers could get short. You hear that? Restrain from impulsive urges and think before making any moves. You mean like Jagger? What outcome do you want? Provide leadership. Caution. Temper. Gotta watch the temper. Don't be impulsive. I'm still having a 9 out of 10 day. There you go. There's the lovely Stacey Allen checking in. I didn't get a chance to play this yet. I saw you early, but let's do this.
Eat my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
As I rub my balls most aggressively, it just happened to be a coincidence that it's for Stacey. As I read Scorpio, please. This is for my friend Stacey Allen. I believe Uncle Jack is a Scorpio, and maybe somebody else. What do you got to say, Scott? You got something on that? What do you got?
I'm sorry, I read ahead on the chat and I seen something.
No, that's okay. What do you got? I see what you're saying. Scott's monkey nutted on Tom's leg. That's why he's upset with the monkey. Oh, see, Tom, he has all the theories of why he was upset with the monkey. You got it, the lovely Stacey Allen. Here we go. Okay, here we go. There's your cherry pie. Okay, here we go. This is for my friend Stacey Allen and Uncle Jack and any other Scorpios joining us here for BF Live Soulful Horoscope Readings. Today is an 8 out of 10, Stacey. Wait for developments. Confusion could delay a group effort. Walk outside and consider how you would like things to go, Stacey, and then share your plan details with your team. Ooh, it sounds like there's a situation going on and you're kind of on the outside of it and you're watching and you're like, wait for the developments to happen. Like, listen to these fools. Consider confusion could delay your group. So you're like, wait a minute, let me walk outside and get away from these fools and think clearly for a minute. And then you walk back in and then you straighten them out. And there you go. That's for Stacey Allen. All right. And she's feeling it already because she says that is already the story of her life. Well, there you go, folks. I don't see any more hopping into the chat. So it's time to get on some more fun. That is what that sign means. So why don't we do it? Let's wrap this up. That was BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings heading in to the holiday weekend, folks. Now on to more fun right after this. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Yeah. We are having it. We are doing it. We're having a vibe right here. We already got a holiday vibe going on. Let me play a little something right here, and then we'll continue on with some more fun. But right now, let's watch the latest. Let's see. This is a holiday theme, so let's watch this. A little Terry Nee knowledge break. Christmas theme. Holiday theme.
Oh, I see the Santas, yeah.
There they are. You see the Santas? Are you looking at that? That's right. That's right, folks. If you send me a $20 super chat, I'll give you a $50 gift certificate to a shitty restaurant. That's right.
300 miles away from you live.
Exactly. I think they're silicone fish chops. They're fucking silicone fish.
Did you see that red snapper? They're doing.
No. What? You talking about the fish though? Talking about the fish though, right?
Nice fish.
Those are all pics of Mandy Diff, by the way. Oh, there's fish on here? Just kidding. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. All right, there you go. That was a Terry Nee knowledge break. I guess I can throw this one in too, since Terry Nee's killing it. Tune in Monday through Friday for the next Terry Nee knowledge break on BF Live. There you go. That's the vibe. BF Live. Content by and for the people. There you go. A little fun. Thank you, Terry Nee, for that knowledge break. Thanks, everybody, for their contributions, whether it be super chats or elements or everything. The fishing theme, says Jerry Lahane. Yeah, our friend Terry Nee with his knowledge break, he likes to spread knowledge about fishing, Scott. He's big on fishing.
Notice that.
He also did the other one the other day with the noodling. That's where their girls just stick their arm in the water and let the fish just kind of eat their entire arm. And
yeah, they do that a lot.
You've seen that
here.
before, right?
Yeah, they do that a lot around here. I don't do it. Hell no.
I wouldn't do it neither, man. I don't want nothing like putting no. If somebody's gonna put me in their mouth, they're taking me out to dinner first. That's all I'm saying. Mandy Diff says, I've caught the same fish, all but the tuna, but I don't look like that. Jerry Lahane says it's most educational right here. All right. The other day, Scott, I can't remember what days you were here for what show or not, but we did this we did this toy pricing game because we were reflecting on toys that we grew up on, and they're comparing them, telling you what they were in in old dollars and compared to today's dollars. And everybody had a lot of fun with that. So let's keep doing that again. We're gonna have a little Christmas fun here, little Christmas pricing game right here. Stacy was enjoying, and everybody was enjoying the other day. So let's play a little bit of that. It is December 20th. It's 5 days before Christmas. So look at this, Scott. Super soakers. Remember when water guns used to be small and then they jumped to this level, buddy? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Used to have just a little shitty. Everybody would get all the little toy handguns that barely held any water, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just the little hand Luger pistols.
The Lugers, that's right. They're very specific, yeah. And it seemed like every birthday, holiday, everything, there was always plastic water guns around my house for whatever reason. But then somebody got smarter and they got tired because that's what you had to do, right, Scott? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to you because he is the prop master and he had no idea I was doing this segment today, and that is why he is the prop master, because he has his own little mini water gun right there. That's why he earned that name, for those of you who didn't know. So there you go. So yeah, Scott. So we used to take those collection of little guns and I'd like fill them up and stash them all in your pockets, and you try to have as much battle as you could before you went back to the house and had to re-up, right?
Yep.
And then somebody invented this thing, the old Super Soaker. Well, back in 1993, Scott, you could have got this Super Soaker in those dollars for $17.50, basically $17.49. Yeah. Any idea you think 93, 03, 13, 23. So we're talking about 30 some years later. What do you think that would be worth in today's dollars?
$32 would be my bid.
All right. Well, I know a lot of people are going to throw some guesses. Yeah. So this was $17, but $17 will be represented by what it means today. And it would have been that much out of their budget back in 1993. That's how much they were taking out of like their family kitty in order to buy like a squirt gun back in those days. Let's see. My sister Kathy's guessing 22. Terry's guessing 34. We got Peter Scott Parker guessing 35. Carrot Scott said, well, instead of Carrot Top, it's Carrot Scott. Carrot Scott. There you go. What's up? What's up, Funky Bronco? Checking in with the Hoya.
Funky.
Hey, Funky. The Midday Goblins. We're playing this like Christmas pricing game. We're reflecting on old toys, how much they were in yesterday's dollars, and then how much in today's dollars would they have taken out of the family's bank in order to make these kids happy back then. PSP, I posted some pics on X holding fish today for, I thought it said unclear Jack, but it's Uncle Jack. I was unclear about that. And corn. We got 3401. We got pricing bidding war going on. This ain't prices right there, PSP. We're not doing closest without going over. You can be close. 2287. No way. Yes way. Bastard. 29. And PSP's laughing. All right, well, let's guess, folks. You got your guesses in. Let's see what it is. So in 1993, it was $17.49, but it would have had the financial impact taken out of your family's budget and income of $37.87.
No
so
wonder
that would
I
have
never
been
got
like
one.
Exactly. That would have been like taking $37.87 out of your family's budget in order to buy whatever child you had to buy that toy. It's the same equivalent. So there you go. Let's see who was close with that one. 29. Let me see. 29 wasn't that's close. You're a little off on that, but going the right way. Let's see what else we have. We got the bastard. We got 2287. So for PSP's closest with 3401. PSP's closest with $35. 34. I think PSP wins that one because we had 27, 22, 34, 35, 2287, 29. So yeah, so this would, oh, wait a minute. $1. Wait a minute. We can't. I told you that it's not Price is Right rules here, Tierney. It's not. You can't just slide in and bid $1 and try to outbeat everybody. It's not going to work on this show. PSP's laughing, which is good. Jesus, says our friend Cyke Labs. Yeah, that was the financial hit on your family. It would have been the equivalent of taking basically $40 out of your family's economy. Jesus. You dick. You dick. Got him. You always get me, PSP. That 3401 would have totally won. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's check out another item in our pricing game. Tickle Me Elmo, Scott. This was a toy sensation. I'll dare to say comparable to the Cabbage Patch thing.
Yeah, I remember the Cabbage Patch Wars.
Yeah, we talked about that, and that's the first time I ever knew that nice, kindly mothers and big sisters could throw hands, Scott. I never knew that women would throw hands, especially over a doll out in public.
Yep.
But they did. They threw hands about that shit. But let's see our next item and what this might entail. In this next item, Tickle Me Elmo in 1996 would have cost you $30. But the financial impact, the adjusted income, so that was taking 30 actual dollars out. But what would it be value-wise adjusted in today's dollars? Let's see. The guesses are coming in at $80 for this one. 57 says the lovely Stacey Allen. $39.99 says Scott. Says my sister Kathy. Terry Nee's got 60. Peter Scott Parker's going $83.99.
Dang.
Space Nerd says, I have an original Tickle Me Elmo. Stella and Spike. Elmo love you. Elmo love you. La 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 la. Elmo love you, Space Nerd. It's $15. No, not 15. No, what are you talking about? 15. No. Let's see. Okay. 60, 83. We got all kind of guesses here. $84 from Mandy Diff. Let's run the timpani and let's see what the financial hit would have been for your family. The same equivalent. It would have been like extracting $59.69, basically double. So there you go. So that would have been like taking basically $60 out of your kind of family kitty kind of back in the day. $30 would have got you $60 worth of stuff. Let's see nowadays. Mandy Diff. 53 says Cyke Clyde. You're close, but you did. Let's see. PSP's laughing. Maybe I should sell mine. eBay, here we come. Let's see, 84, 15, 83.99, 60. Terry Nee's got it the closest. Like I said, we're not doing Prices Right games here because Bob Barker's dead, so that that died with him, if you ask me. $40 says my sister Kathy. 57. Stacy was also close. Mandy was a little off with the $80. So there you go. Maybe you should sell yours. Let's continue on to the next item. Whoop, there it is. Tickle Me Elmo back in the day. Look at that. Wait. You know what every now it's jumping all over the place. Scott, you know what every Tickle Me Elmo gets before it leaves the factory, right?
I do not.
2 testicles. 2 testicles. You see what I did there? Hey, that's an old dad joke. Testicles. Got to test the tickles to make sure the tickle works, right? All right, here we go. Tamagotchi. These little. You see what it is, Scott. You remember? I know these were a fad. They might not have been our fad, but these were a fad back in the day. Remember this? The little.
I think my sister was into it. Yeah.
Yes, probably a younger relative or something. What was it? The little pet or the little animal that you had to keep alive by feeding it or whatever.
Yep.
Right. These were quite the sensation back in the day. Like in the article, it says many compare it to the pet rock, which we also talked about last time we did this segment. But yeah, so here is the Tamagotchi. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat had one of these, or you bought it for your children. Let's see, we're on to the next one. 39. It was $17.50 in 1997. $39.99 says my sister Kathy. Space Nerd up to $300 for that Tickle Me Elmo. Stacy said sold. Stacy said, "Fuck you, nerd." No. Let me see. We got Space Nerd says $34. Oh yeah, $34.17. Do we have $34.18? Cyke Clyde says $39. My sister went to $39.99. All right, $36.45. He carried the one over here. All right, really, Terry? Some bitch. All right, well, let's go, folks. Let me run the timpani and see what it is. In today's dollars, today's adjusted price, what would have cost you $17.50 would have been the same equivalent as taking $34.21 of value out of your family's budget. Well, we know everything's doubling, and you sure feel it. There you go. Wait, Terry, you can't guess when I put it up. Wait a minute. I think he put it up the split second before I threw it up there, but let's see. 35. I think he did that to underbid Peter Sky Parker, who was the previous close one. Let's see what else we have. $39.99. 39. 34 cents. Look at this, Scott. She went.
Whoa.
Stacy got it within 4 cents. Stacy wins this round. Stacy wins that round. And she didn't go over. There you go. She would have won even with Prices Right rules.
Oh, you get to reach into Bob's pocket and pull out a $100 bill.
That's right. You know, Scott, so I never really thought anything of that until I got older.
No, man.
And a lot of older guys were saying, you know why he did that, right? Just so the ladies would touch him and grope him. He would have a reason
Yeah,
Like,
he's
did you
probably-
pick up on that when you were younger?
Yeah, not when I was young, but
Me neither.
once I hit the late teens, I figured he's probably free balling in there.
He's free balling. Stacy
deep
is
pocket.
cheating. Wait a minute. She's got it going on. Oh shit! Within 4 cents. I'm totally not cheating, unless anyone think she is. And Cyke Labs, as we continue on, making our way up to the top of the hour, having fun, preparing for the holiday season, reflecting on old holiday seasons. This was another big one. Who, while my children were very young, so they weren't ready for the Bratz dolls yet. But I had younger nieces and great nieces because I've been a great uncle for a minute. So, Scott, do you remember the Bratz, Bratz? This was like the hip hop kind of cool after Barbie doll, right?
Yeah, I remember the brand. Yeah.
Yeah, and right, because the branding was big. Everything was Bratz this, Bratz that, Bratz. It was in our face for a really long time. Back in 2001, you could have got this Bratz doll for $14.99. That's what would have been taken out of your family kitty. $14.99. But what would the actual hit feel like in today's dollars? Sure, it was $15 then, but that $15 would have bought you a lot more in today's money. Let's see what everybody's saying. Terry says $32.48. He's going double. $378. No. Unless you're talking about that Elmo. She's 37, she meant to say. 34.21, 22.64, 27.39. All right, there's a couple more. Space Nerd is the last one at 37. We got $21.99 from Big Sister coming in. Kathy's checking in. Big Boss says $19.92. Perry's favorite price for anything.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, it kind of is. Me and Big Boss got you. We got your number. $19.92. 34.22 says our friend Terry. Okay, we get ready to call. Whoop. I'm getting ready to call last call on this. $14.99, $15. What value would that have been? What else could you have bought if you had $15 in those days, adjusted for today's value and day's money? As we check, it would have been like taking $26.67 out of the family budget. That's what the effect is. So you could buy a lot of food with that. Let's see.
Yeah, they always had more than one too. If you got one, you wanted more than one.
Well, that was they did. It was right, and you see them all right there. The long hair one, you got to have the African American one, you got to have the trans one, you got to have all that. You got to have all that shit. Damn it, says PSP. Let's see who got the closest on that one. 34.22, 1992. That's so far. That's the closest. Oh, but then my sister got the 21.99. 37 says Space Nerd. 32.48 says Terry Nee. 34.21. 22.64. It looks like Cyke Labs is closest with 27.39 because this is not Bob Barker rules. Not Bob Barker rules. You are allowed to go over here on BF Live. Let's see. So there you go. That was a fun one. Let's see. Laughing. Stacy Allen, were you at the gym this morning? Says Funky Bronco. Uh-oh. He wants to know. I don't know what he wants to know. No, Funky Bronco playing hooky from the gym today. Hanging out on BF Live, catching and providing a vibe. All right, well, it's 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I got a couple more of these left. Robo Sapien. What is... This is a robot homo... What's this? A gay robots. Tell you, how can I live in a world with gay robots? Damn Homo sapiens. So back in 2004, Scott, apparently there was a robot called the Robo Sapien. I'm familiar with the name, but I wasn't familiar with the toy or anybody that had it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the name or the toy.
I have heard the name. Unless they were talking about me. Priced at $100, the 14-inch Robo Sapien featured 67 pre-programmed functions, including dancing, picking up objects, and belching. That would have been a toy for you,
All
Scott.
right. Yeah.
Within its first year of releasing Robo Sapien, WowWee Toys sold 1.5 million units of the toy worldwide. It became the top holiday toy for 2004 and later won the title of Tour of the Year. All right, let's check this out. Let's get these guesses and let's see what everybody's saying. PSP's got it up there at $219.78. Okay. $124. Actually, adding 24 to that. The Attack of the Gay Robots from Uranus. All I wanted is robots with freaking laser beams. That's all I wanted is robots with freaking... That's all I wanted. Stacy Allen checks in with $165.19. PSP, we got the $219.78. My most generous today, so kind with full super Hey, be like my big sister, folks. She's worked her way up from 2, 5, and 10. Hook a brother up. Okay, guys, help me. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you enjoyed this 3 hours of fun that I do every day, thank you, because I enjoy it too. And anything that you can contribute to help me keep the vibe alive, any amount is appreciated. Thank you, big sister. $126. That's not what I want. That's what they're talking about. The Robo Sapien. $160. $169.39. I didn't see your nerds. Let me see. My guess, $124. Let's go. Let's get into it. The Robo Sapien, $100 in 2004. $165.27. In today's adjusted price. Let's see who got the closest. Let's go back in the prices. We got Cyke Labs so far. He's $4 off with $169.33. $160, you're $5 off. $126, you're way off. $219, you're kind of off. $124, you're $40 off. Scott, she did it again.
What the fuck?
The price, she got it within cents again, folks, and under. This girl grew up watching some prices right. $165.27 was the price. Stacey Allen's guess, $165.19. Stacey Allen wins by 8 cents that time. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you once again, Big Sis, for the $10 super chat. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats and the memberships and really just letting me do this. Thank you. This is my Christmas present. She's cheating. Cyke Labs, I don't know, bro, because unless she's got the article and she's just shaving it back to make herself look good, I don't know. But thank you all very much, man. This has been a great day, a great week, a great year, and I ain't stopping anytime soon, folks. You guys are going to have to kick me out of this podcast world, so thank you. Let's see. I swear I'm not cheating. Fun fact, Stacey Allen submitted this segment. Now, I would let you know, PSP. I would disclose that. She's only responsible for just for the ladies. Or to blame, whatever way you look at it. Tyranny, thank you for $2 towards the. Thank you, guys. You are awesome. Like I said, you're gonna have to kick me out of here because I'm staying around. I'm gonna work hard 5 days a week, and I'm gonna keep doing this shit until you get tired of me. Just kidding, just kidding. Stacey Allen, PSP. If I submitted this segment, we'd all be naked right now. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what we talk about. Chat family.
Yeah.
How is Scott? Funky Bronco is asking about your health. He wants to know how your blood pressure's doing.
It's fine.
Fine. Good thing, man. All right, well, let's see. How about this? Let's leave you off on this one because I don't know how many more there's left after this, but I do know that it is 2:59 where I'm coming to you from right here on the East Coast of the United States, and I'm having so much fun every day of the week, every week of the year, and every year of life so far. So thank you. We're going to do one more. We'll read some chats, we'll do some plugs, and then we're going to ease on down the road and get on to the next thing that we got to get to. Funky Bronco asked, BF, is there replayables this week? Well, buddy, you're not going to want to miss it because tomorrow night, Replayables will be on at 10 o'clock East. We will be on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's Chris Abel's channel. Everybody, you're not going to want to miss it because we're having a ladies' night, a Christmas kind of ladies' night. And many ladies have said they're going to submit, their link. They're going to be on Space Nerd and a few other them. So if you want to see some women maybe potentially come on camera that you never saw before, join us tomorrow night for Replayables on 100 Proof Podcasting, 10 o'clock East. That's where it's going down. You got it, buddy. Sweet. Let me know when you will be in my area. Funky Bronco. Cyke is getting the shout out love from Terry Nee. Cyke, I will be there, says Space Nerd. Ding and Nerd are going to be on LOL ? And let's see. And that's when Nerd says, Cyke, I will be there. So there you go, folks. You're going to have to show up tomorrow night and see if Nerd comes on camera, what she's drinking, what she sounds like, how the vibe goes. But Nerd, don't be nervous because you're in good hands with me and Chris Abels. It's just like hanging out with us, except maybe doing it on camera a little bit. We'll have a good time with you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'll be watching the Replayables, says Funky Bronco. BF skipping my super chat. Boo, did it. I didn't see it. Boy, I ain't skipping no super chats, bro. So, let me go back. Where did I do that? I love all super chats, bro. Let me see. What the fuck did I do? Big boss? Cyke just texted me the 4 ladies.
Yeah, I think I see it.
Oh, that one right there? Did it just come? Cool. Thank you, bro. It literally just came at 2:59. You crazy son of a bitch. Thank you, Cyke Clyde. Once again, I got the end of the year thoughts on my mind, but I just can't believe how much fun that we're allowed to have every day and how much you guys contribute to me financially and spiritually and otherwise. So let's do this last one before it gets too mushy over here on BF Live. Let's go back in the chat. Lemmy is going to be there. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Scott missed the gold confetti, or did I miss the gold confetti? I don't know. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's right. Yes, I did. I missed the confetti. Did it happen on like the live where I didn't see it maybe? Thank you all very much, man. It's a dream come true. Let's keep having fun with this dream coming true. Let's do this. He is indeed. Who is what did I do? Chris Abel is very welcoming. Yes, he is. And you're going to see tomorrow night. Cool, Granny. Look forward to it. All right, well, let's do this and let's get into it. Let's do one more. We'll say some goodbyes. We'll do some plugs, and then we'll get on some more other fun we're going to have the rest of this week and weekend. Now, Scott, these were kind of a thing when my oldest daughter was young. These silly rubber bands with all the shapes, brother. You remember any of these?
I can't say I do, but I know.
Might have been an in-between if you didn't have like a child of that age at the time. But I happened to. And so, look, they're all dinosaur shapes, stars, horseshoes, green clovers, or all blue diamonds, all that shit. Right. I can't believe that it took that long for somebody to come up with this, Scott. Basically, rubber bands that were in cute shapes that kids could stretch and play with. These were quite a sensation for a while there. Back in 2009, you could get these silly bands for just $2.50 for like a bag of them. People are throwing out their guesses. Let's see what they are on this last one. 897 says Peter Sky Parker. Terry Nee says, Granny, thanks for sponsoring for the ladies. He done sued me over that, Terry Nee. Let's see. Thank you, big sister, she started it. You learned it from watching her. She started off the whole meeting the super chat goal today. So thank you to my big sister for being the catalyst for that and your generous donations. $7 says Space Nerd. $4 says the lovely Stacy Allen. Let's see. $12.39 and $3. All right, well, it's $3.03. So let's run the timpani. Let's give you the price and let's get on with it. There you go. Here comes $3.69. $3.69. So we're slipping out one more time. Damn, she fine. $3.65. $3.69. Damn, she fine. Scott Fitzpatrick. Whoa. Well,
winning.
It's not Price is Right rules. So far, Scott is closest with 4 cents over at $3.69. Damn, says PSP, who came in at $4.01. Just a little off. I want to see Stacy's because she's been really close within cents. $3, you're 65 cents off. $12.39 says Cyke Clyde. You went way off. $8.97 says PSP. Let's see if we got any more guesses in there. Scotty got that one, says Space Nerd. Nice, Scott. Bands. And whoa, Scott. There you go. You're getting the love. And nice, Scott. Even you're getting love from Stacy Allen, the previous champion of this. All right, folks. Well, let's wrap this up because we've had so much fun. As a matter of fact, we just had 3 hours of live original fun right here. Thanks to you guys. You are the vibe. This has been BF Live Stream Show 210. It's Friday, so we're heading into a long weekend or heading into the weekend in general. I've already reminded you once. Tomorrow night, once again, ladies' night. See some ladies on camera that you haven't possibly seen before. Hang out and have a party. Drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We are within double digits of hours away from our monetization again. We're like less than 100 hours away. So monetization will be happening soon. But in the meantime, you guys are nice enough by hitting us up on our Cash Apps and all that stuff. That notwithstanding, we'll be drinking, we'll be smoking, we'll be laughing, we'll be joking, we'll be hanging out with some of the lovely ladies in the chat right here. So tune in tomorrow night, 10 o'clock East, 100 Proof Podcasting Channel. Scott Fitzpatrick, it's Friday, my friend. I know you have a couple shows yet before Christmas. Tell us where the people can find you after today.
Yes, and I noticed I was watching Bob Levy, and he was plugging Bobby Nick's channel pretty good, so I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
And tonight will be Lunatic Lounge with Bobby Nick and Cousin Jib and 2K and the regular guys at 7 o'clock Eastern at Bobby Nick 1978.
That is correct. That is correct. Very good. All right, there you go. And you'll see Scott does No Filter with my friend Andrew and friends on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So you'll see him on No Filter with Andrew. You can always see these guys all over the place. Let's see. Stacy Allen says, another banger, BF. Have a great weekend. Thank you for your contributions on many levels, and thank you for your compliments. Thank you. 699 says, well, that was a late guess from my sister. Great show, boys, says Space Chief 75. Catch him on Twitter X. That segment should be a few hours long at least. All right. Wow, I got to find more stuff like this. Got to find more price revealing stuff. I'm glad that you and Stacy and so many of you like what I put down here. Once again, I'll never stop saying it. I love you guys. This is a freaking dream come true doing this. Funky Bronco says, I love the BF does an actual show, not beg and read super chats like all the other trash. Thank you. You know, and I do feel a little icky sometimes kind of putting it out there for the money, but that is part of this, man. This is my goal. This is what I want my job to be. So that, unfortunately, the money aspect is part of it. But thank you for your compliments and at least seeing that I'm trying to put it down a little different here. Have a great weekend, Funky Bronco. And I know I'm going to see you tomorrow night in the Replayables chat. Happy Friday, says Space Nerd. I will see you somewhere out there if someone's saying a prayer. Thanks, BF Live, for the vibe. You got it, Space Nerd. Funky, you are correct. He is professional. Thank you. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Have a great afternoon, everyone, from the lovely Ding Dong. Funky Bronco says, Space Nerd, are you smoking your weed? Smoking a pancake, a bong and a blintz. Big Boss checks in with the skull and the cheers and the great vibes today. Thank you, guys. And thank you for your feedback, because I am trying to do a different kind of show out here, and I know that I do stuff a little different. So thank you for letting me know that at least my different is something that you want, and that it's not maybe the other way as other people are saying. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Everyone says Cyke Clyde. He means on 100 Proof Podcasting for Replayables at 10 o'clock East. What's up? 100%, 100% PSP. Funky Bronco, I did last night as far as the weed. I'll be smoking with tomorrow with edibles. Chop says, great show today. Thanks, Chops, buddy. I appreciate your enthusiasm and being a new friend and a new member of the BF Live chat family. So thank you once again, Chops, for checking in. Thank you, Scott Fitzpatrick, for showing up whenever you can, my friend. Have a great weekend. I appreciate it. Man. We'll see you whatever days you can make it, Monday and Tuesday. I won't be doing the show Christmas, but with Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have a lot of fun. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Catch us tomorrow on Replayables. Catch us tomorrow on No Filter with Andrew and friends. And if not, we'll see you the next time we do see you right here on BF Live. Peace and love. Peace and love. But bye for now. See you, folks. Bye for now.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.